Hello? What's your problem?
What are you doing here?
We were... hello. Is that distorting in your ear?
It's loud.
Don't worry about the loudness. It's the distortion for you, not for the listener, the viewer.
It is a bit grisly, but I can deal with it.
Hello, everybody. We were having pizza, if I'm completely honest. This isn't quite right, is it? This is not quite right.
Give it a waggle.
TOS. Okay, there's probably something we can do, but not now. Hello. Why are you... There we go. Let's zoom out a little bit. Thank you, Paris Dev. Welcome to the Late Night Alternative. This is the only phone-in show on Twitch. There's something's not quite right here. Hello? My microphone's down. That might be it. To evade slugs, thank you. Let's just get the switchboard open. We have got a busy freaking show tonight. We are joined by Craig Northey of Odds, musical director for Kids in the Hall. He's got a new album out under the banner of Strippers Union, and he is good. And I like him, and he's a good man.
And he's a funny man, and he's got a cute dog.
I don't want to talk about dogs on this.
Why?
I'm not.
You doggist.
Excuse me? Once, and it was a very cold night, and I thought it would be a fun works outing for us. Okay.
Do you remember when we saw that documentary? There was a couple, and they became a throuple, and then they went.
The whole purpose so this guy and this girl got another girl to join them, and the whole purpose that they were there was because he had a fantasy about
taking the dog for a walk.
Dogging.
Yeah.
Speaking of dogging, hello Dredge.
Laugh today.
What? Just the one? How rude, you miserable git.
It's hurtful.
We're professional jesters. Did we? Go on, please. Pray tell.
Because on Twitter I was watching the Nigel phone call from yesterday, and I think it demands analysis. The bit that made me laugh, right? Right at the end, he goes into the song, right?
You don't normally like Blue, and this was.
I don't normally, but at the end, what was funny about it was your reactions to this. Right? It cuts to Catherine. She's looking sort of, reasonably amused. Then it cuts to you, Ian, right? Your face cannot decide which expression to go for.
Yeah.
Your face, you're not sure which reaction is appropriate to this song, and that just killed me. Then it goes back to Kath. You're looking reasonably calm, and then Ian cuts back to you, and you've got your head in your hands, and you're either sobbing or laughing. I'm not sure which.
It was some moment to be involved with. I mean, that call was a real roller coaster of emotions.
I mean, what a weekend. Especially when you think that there was the ghost of an old lady there the whole time, apparently.
Yeah. Well.
So I just wanted to say that was really funny, and that cheered me up, man.
Thank you, man. Do you know what? We very rarely, in fact, I don't think we've ever done it too often on this, apart from when Catherine cheats at quizzes. But we will play that call a little bit later on, and we'll do a director's commentary on it. How about that?
Brilliant.
Yeah?
That's absolutely brilliant.
Have you had your pancakes?
I've had several pancakes, and now I'm bloated, even more than usual.
Okay. Hang on, what are you pointing at?
Cat is going nuts in there.
It's Big Boy.
He's not been that shouty for ages.
They want their dinner, and I forgot to feed them because we were watching A Place in the Sun, Dredge, and having Dominoes.
Yeah, we were.
You know that.
What a waste of time that was. They looked round at all the houses.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed your company, the food.
I'm saying that the trip. So... And she actually had a lovely voice. She talked like that, didn't she?
Yeah,
they were excited because they were getting married and everything. Oh, in this nice though. Can you imagine the grandkids coming and staying here? They decided that they quite liked this flat that was 10 minutes away from a large, spacious swimming pool, but 10 minutes away from a swimming pool.
Yeah.
And lots of steps. I don't think they thought that through. Can you imagine taking the grandkids there and then halfway there someone needs to do a Nigel? I mean, you're all back to the flipping camp, aren't you? Anyway, so...
you can just do it there and they'll think it's a dog.
Anyway, they decided in the end they wanted to bide their time and they lost all the properties.
Yeah.
What a waste of time.
So, Dredge,
just
that
can't
laugh that
watch
we
that.
gave you earlier on, we have now, by that long monologue, we've taken away the good feeling in your life.
I've saved you half an hour watching that crap.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Brilliant. I just watched one of the other 3 programs that are exactly the same as that.
Yeah. Well, we watched it. We found out that at 6 o'clock on a channel called 4/7, which is part of Channel 4 but not Channel 7, they show like a fresh episode. But then once that finishes at 7, if you go to HGTV, there's a Place in the Sun Classics.
Yeah.
So we can get 2 hours of now and then.
But we don't want to spoil it for ourselves, so we don't watch the 4/7 one. We want to keep it special.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's all go.
A Place in the Sun Classics. That's a contradiction in terms.
Yeah. Dredge, lovely to hear you, and it was nice to talk to you earlier on.
All right, man. See ya.
It was not so nice this time, is the implication from that.
Oh, a bit
And that's not what I meant at all. It was nice to talk to you this morning. This evening, I don't think so. It's always nice to talk to you, John.
What a sweetie.
Oh,
What a
by the way,
sweetie.
can I just say, right, with sincerity, you've got such a lovely singing voice.
Oh, that's nice. If I rule the world.
Oh, no, sorry, turns out I was thinking of someone else. Thank you very much. 0203 286 6370. I don't think that the sound isn't out of sync. The sound should be just...
Oh, God.
I don't know. Is there anybody here I trust that can tell me whether the sound is out of sync or not? Because I can do... Little bit of magic, whoa, little bit of oh so fine.
Easy.
What do I do here?
It's just going to the next level.
Okay, I haven't done Simon for years. Is it just... Am I just doing the bottoms? I want to do all.
It's taking you through it. Wait.
It's just doing the bottoms.
And yet...
Hang on. Solo. Here we go. Oh, that we were playing Pass It. All right. Okay. All right. Right. We'll play Pass It. Okay.
Playing solo. Tap it, it's saying.
Oh. No, it's Pass It. What is... Right. How do we play Simon?
I know how to play it.
Simon. Here we go. Right, let's do it. It's amazing how they made it so small. They made it used to be big Simon, didn't it? Simon used to be the most powerful computer in the world. Boom, boom, boom.
Donuts.
I hear raindrops. Blue and green are the same noise.
This is what we're bringing to Twitch. More esports.
Video games, isn't it?
Katie says when the colours go round, you have to push them in sequence, Ian.
That's bullshit. I don't... Oh. Blind mice. Beep, boom, bam, boom. Beep, boom, bam, boom, boom. Oh, I've gone deaf. Gone deaf. Lose connection. But I don't get how... This isn't getting harder. That was stupid again.
Oh, what have we got here? Joel Richards says there's something really big in teeth, Kath. Is it this?
Hey! Hang on a minute, Catherine. Give it again. Read her sweatshirt and weep. We don't care what the weatherman says. If the weatherman says it's raining, you never hear us complaining. Good evening, Alistair.
Hey, I was just going to mention Catherine's top.
Thank you.
What's it all about? Watch and learn. What
Defiance.
Oh right, it's not. Okay, I understand. I think.
Yeah, we are human
Anyway.
beings, free from fear.
You know is it A Place in the Sun? It's called.
Could be, yes.
Right. So, I'm thinking that I applied to go on the show pretending to be interested in buying places abroad.
Oh,
right?
your phone is breaking up.
Can you hear me?
Here we go. Do it now.
Donut.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can. Yes, we can hear you.
Right. So I'm thinking, if I pretend, then they'll fly me all over the world, won't they? Because
Well,
presumably...
Catherine, do you want to explain to him?
They'll fly you to some shithole in Spain. You'll look at a load of boxes and you pretend to be slightly interested and you go home. But to be honest, I'd stay at home.
I don't know. I mean, I've never been to Spain, Catherine.
Well, I've never been to Spain,
but I
kinda like the music. You did the thing you always do. The song doesn't go, well, I've never been to Spain, but I kinda like the music. The song goes, well, I've never been to Spain, but I kinda like the music. You always miss out the instrumental
I
bit.
think people's time is precious, and I'm just going to speed it up for them so they get the gist. It's certainly not a cover performance, and I think most people will appreciate that.
The other thing is, after last night's show, the telly looks quite good. With
Sorry,
all
saying
the
that our
quiz
show was so
shows.
shit. We've cleansed. It's the job of a compare. I've posted. I've posted the link to the meet. Hang on a minute. I was trying to post all of Craig Northey's like hashtags and Twitter, all of his links. Instead, I've posted a link to the meeting with Craig Northey on Zoom. That's please.
I don't seem to be able to time you out either, so I can't
Please,
help.
please do not click. Please don't join. That's not even a thing. Mods, can we get rid of that? Can I get rid of that?
Can you do it yourself?
How can I delete my own
Donuts.
comments? This is awful. No. How do I get rid of that, please? Clear the chat. You're so good. But please, someone's going to clear the chat. Clear the chat. Clear the chat.
It's fine. You've got a waiting room, right? So
Clear the chat.
just get straight in.
Chat cleared. Chat cleared.
Sorry, and did I put you off then?
Yeah, you did actually, Alistair. I'd like £1,000 compo.
Give us your bank details. I'll pay it in there.
Hey, not a problem. Hang on a minute. You little sausage. Here we go. I can do it. Craig Northey's
Careful now.
details. Oh no, I've posted his home phone number. Anyway. But did we get to
So
the
yeah,
point?
the good telly in Spain. Fly me over there for free. Fly me back. Jobs are good.
Okay, Alistair, thank you very much indeed for that. We appreciate the love there. And more Craig Northey. He's fab, by the way. Craig Northey. Go and check him out. There we go. Okay, 0203 286 6370 is the phone number. I do look like a poet today with the hair, and that's great. This is the only phone-in show on Twitch. Call it. I can't create a new Zoom. I'm busy, Colin. I'm busy doing a show. Doing the show that will entertain the world beyond all. So we raided Nick A30. Didn't
Was
say
he
my name.
extremely grateful? Did he give you a shout out?
He didn't. Nick A30
He
did
noticed
not
at all.
say
Hello, Ian.
my name. Hey, Plums.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thanks, man. How's your day been?
Yeah, good, thank you. How's yours and Catherine's day been?
My day has not been too good. Been a bit flat. How's yours been, Catherine?
Utter shit.
Oh. That's the way it goes sometimes.
But I'm here now and things are looking up.
We're going to have fun. Our best shows happen, Plums, when we've had a rubbish day.
Okay.
Okay.
I like Catherine's shirt and I like your coat.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
How's your day been, man?
Alright, have a good stream.
All right, Plums. That's my man, Plums. We got some people from the Stephen Page Discord. Well, we've got one person from the Stephen Page Discord. We don't take withheld numbers, I'm afraid, guys, because normally your bell ends. I lost. I've got my glasses. Hang on a second.
Put your readers on.
Hang on. Here we go. Let me see. Tumbury Queen. Hi there. Welcome and welcome. Have we got anybody else? Have we got anybody else? I don't have any. Oh, Sam, you did raid us. I'm so sorry, Sam. I missed that. I do apologise. If we've got anybody else from the Stephen Page Discord, welcome. We flipping love Stephen Page. But tonight, we're going to destroy him. Mm-hmm. We're going to get the dirt.
There's going to be tea spilt.
Northie knows where the bodies are buried, and I know where Northie's buried his bodies. So if Northie doesn't dish the dirt and tell us where Page has buried his bodies, then I'm going to tell you where Northie's bodies are buried. Capiche?
And I'll be providing the spades.
We finally got those Canadians right where we want them, Catherine, with all their niceness and all their funny comedies.
And all their sorry.
All their sorries and music and bacon. We're gonna destroy Canada tonight. And all of its music infrastructure. We're going to set off like a chain reaction that will impact on comedy. Hello?
Hey, bud, right?
I'm not all right, actually. I don't like being called Bud.
All right, then. No, tell Kath to sign in her teeth, will you?
Okay. I'm not going to do that. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ban you. You knew.
It's a funny joke, though. Fair play. It's a funny joke.
You knew there was going to be trouble there. I don't know what lead is creating the... If I hold it there... No, you can't move. Have you got enough? I'm going to rest it. Oh. Hang on. There. Don't move. Nobody move. You moved. Jeff is here. Here we go. Now we're here. How are you going to destroy Canada with us tonight, Jimbo?
Destroy Canada?
You are on my SH1T list.
Uh-oh.
I am?
Yeah, mate, you are.
Hang on. I joined you on Call of Duty. I quit Destiny 2. I joined you as soon as you'd finished your match, and you left the party.
I was playing Call of Duty too. I saw that... Call of Duty, excuse me. I saw that this gentleman, who we'll call Mr. Bow, was playing Call of Duty as well. And so I invited him to join me. And it wasn't even being streamed. It was an exclusive private event. And he didn't join me.
I left. I
go.
risked a ban. I risked a ban on Destiny 2 for quitting matches to come and join you. I whispered you in Call of Duty chat saying, because it said you weren't joinable because you'd started the match.
Call of Duty chat. No such, that doesn't even exist.
Well, it does.
There's no time for chatting during war.
Yeah. But I couldn't join you because you'd already started the matchmaking. I'm sat there waiting. You come up as joinable. I press the button. I join you. I start talking.
Me.
And you leave.
You disgust me.
I was devastated.
Disgust me.
And then you sent a tweet about 4K projectors or something.
Yeah,
and I'm on the shit list.
Yes, mate. You are. Someone apparently has joined the Craig Northey meeting. If there's someone there, then here's the deal. If there is someone in this meeting, then you are removed from the shit list.
Donuts.
Oh, Zoe, thank you.
If there is not someone there, you are on the double shit list. So we're playing double or quits on the shit list, all right?
Donuts.
I mean, go for it.
Okay, so we're going to play double or quits on the shit list. This is.
I'll just add it to the
Donuts.
The things I'm not allowed to call in till September about.
There's no one else in the waiting room, I'm afraid. Jimbo, double shit list.
Well, I rang up with some good news, but I
go on.
don't want to share it now.
Oh, go on. Hey, Zoe, thank you. Go on.
Thanks, Zoe, you're a star.
Oh, for goodness.
I don't even know what she's done. I'm not in.
She's gifted subs.
She's written. She's written on a big giant blanket. Jimbo's on the double shit list. She's holding. If you look outside your house now, you'll see it on Westminster Bridge.
Yeah.
She's hung it off the oak tree outside.
That's what she's done. Yes.
So I got a random phone call this afternoon, and me and Jenna are getting our vaccines next Wednesday.
Oh, queue jumpers. We've got some queue jumpers here.
Well, we are both clinically vulnerable. I'm not going to share our medical conditions, but mine. I'm diabetic.
I need to speak. So. I would like documentation, please. Otherwise,
I can send you my screenshot from my NHS thing of my previous HB1AC if you want.
I want to speak to your GP, please.
Go for it.
Okay. Well, what's the right?
This is recorded, so you could use that as actual permission. Apart from the fact
that is good news. When are you getting the vaccine?
Wednesday, a week tomorrow, and then May 12th.
Receive the vaccine on Tuesday.
I know. I was really disappointed it wasn't Tuesday, and both of them are Wednesdays. I thought it would be a bit churlish to say, "Have you not got anything on a Tuesday?"
You should have chased them up. I want to play a call from Azembelik.
There's so much good stuff last night.
Last night's was classic. I want to play 2 calls. I want to play the bollocks.
Oh yeah, for someone who was upset about the mention of a category C swear, she didn't have to say it a lot.
Let's play that one first, and then we'll do his vaccine calls. I'm really sorry. And then we'll play his vaccine call. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Jimbo. Always nice to talk to you, but you are on the double S list, okay?
Fair enough.
And send my love to Jenna.
You already have. She's listening.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, that's not the same as it coming from her partner.
No, it's coming directly from you.
I thought I cut him off. I thought I cut him off. I pressed the cut off button.
Get rid. This is awkward.
I don't know how to.
Good evening, Catherine.
He's gone.
Hello. Bye.
He's gone. So Alan Bezic, late night radio phone-in presenter, last of the old school. When he goes, I don't know what it is.
When he goes, it's over.
When he goes,
c'est fini.
It is over, right? But it's great. Should we do the bollocks call first?
Let's.
This Tonight Show, the energy 666. The energy.
That would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it?
Is with us tonight. So let's go to Alan Bezic, BBC Radio Manchester, if you want to listen live. And I think it was just after
with a third goal.
The news. So it was read out about here. This is quite a quick call. The other one's a bit more involved.
You could be.
Here we go.
Good evening. What would you like to talk about?
Great.
How do Margaret?
Hello, Alan. How do?
Hello, Margaret.
How do?
I'd like to know why you found it necessary to mention your bollocks earlier on.
I don't think I used that word, but
you said you could be sitting there stark bollock naked
twice.
Oh right, I did. Yes, there you are.
Well, why did you find that necessary? Some people would find it offensive that you use that sort of language.
Well, they could turn the radio off.
Of course they could. I'm asking you why you found it necessary to use that language.
I didn't find it necessary.
Well, but you used it. You must have found it necessary because you used it.
I did use it.
And it was disgraceful, in my opinion.
Well, it's fine. Well, turn the radio off then.
Yeah,
he said it once, you said it
use
twice.
It again, but you still haven't answered my question.
Well, don't answer to you.
Sorry, what was that?
I don't answer to you.
Oh, okay. Right. But if other people use bad language, you cut them off.
That's one of the joys of being in charge.
Yeah. One other thing. I've had black friends for most of my life.
Gosh.
And people of colour. And what they've always told me when I've asked their advice about the language that people use when they're referring to my friends, these people of colour and black people have always said, we're not petty. It's not actually the language that's used. It's the intention behind the language.
Yeah, I've heard people say exactly the same thing.
Yeah. So
why is she having this conversation over and over with people that she's known for years?
What do you find? I know you don't answer questions, although remarkably you always think that you should.
Well, ask the question and we'll find out for ourselves.
I've already found out, and that's why I'm mentioning it. But anyway, what's your definition? You made it very clear, being a white person.
Dave,
you said that there's a huge difference between using the term coloured people and people of colour. What's that difference?
The difference is that
it kind of goes on
decide again because
then I'm screwed.
Well said.
That's the only answer I've got.
I totally agree. Now go and scratch your bollocks.
Good night.
3.
I'll do John.
3 times she said it.
Now, where was the call about the vaccine?
War.
And he says to the guy, this guy calls in to talk about his son, and he says, well, the father of the son must be an idiot. What did you say? The father of the son must be an idiot. The father? Where was...
Whigs, 500 years ago.
Oh, listen, Alan, it's good to hear from you again. It's good to have you back on the show.
I don't think it's this guy.
He's an older man.
I haven't been off the show. How long is it?
Whether we is it done?
I disagreed with the way Connor spoke to a certain...
Oh, no, that's
255 to
what day
join
is it
us.
today? What's the date today?
Today is
The 16th. So this is the right
I'll
show.
do Paul.
Hi, Alan. Good evening.
Good evening.
I just want to make a point on a conversation that was on Connor's show. And
oh no, this is where he cuts him off.
About my colleague.
Slagging off his
If you
colleague.
disagree with... Turn your radio off, Chris.
We're in.
Yeah.
Turn your radio off, Chris.
Yeah, done.
Excellent. So what would you like to talk about, Chris?
My son's a care worker, and he's been offered the
You're right, Kate. I'll come to that in a minute.
COVID jab. I don't know what you call it. But
Vaccine?
he's only 24, and he won't have it because he thinks there's not enough evidence about it all, and he wants to have a child with his wife. Well, not his wife, his fiancée. So he won't have it.
Well, tell him if he dies, his fiancée will have to find somebody else to impregnate her.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but he's a strong-willed lad, you know, and he's like, I'm not going to have...
Listen, there's nothing wrong with strong-willed.
No,
There's nothing wrong with strong-willed. There's
not
plenty...
enough... All right, carry on.
Chris,
I will
there is plenty and plenty and plenty of evidence that there is benefit in the COVID vaccine. There is almost no evidence that there is harm in it. And I've not heard anyone say it'll make you sterile.
Yeah, but it's not been out there long enough, has it? I mean, you know what I mean? If he thinks, like, if he has the injection and then in like 2 years'
Katie,
time...
we've got loads of... I should just say, we've got loads of people from Stephen Page fans and from the Stephen Page Discord. Welcome. We're playing a phone-in show from BBC Radio Manchester, and this is someone talking about the vaccine, and it's quite
I'm sure you have similar people there.
He wants to have a child with his fiancée and something, because it's all up in the air, isn't it? This COVID, the vaccine, and you know what I mean.
Well, Chris, if he's that stupid, I blame his father.
What?
If he's that stupid, I blame his father.
Say that again.
If he is that stupid, I blame his father.
Oh, go on then.
I just did.
No, go on.
I just did.
If he is that stupid, you blame his father.
Yeah, well, our parents are responsible for quite a lot of who we are and how we behave. And if your son is so stupid that he thinks a vaccine for coronavirus will render him sterile, then I think we have to look at his education. And one hopes that his parents were a large part of his education. Mine were of mine.
Yeah. I'm a large part of his education.
Oh, God.
And do you agree with? And do you agree with? And do you agree?
He's got a valid point.
Oh, you agree with him? I was
Of course
right.
I do.
I was right to blame his father. I don't know why you were surprised. How do Morecambe?
But then that guy, I won't play it, but that guy phones back about an hour later saying, hello, I don't know who I spoke to earlier, but I was talking about my son not wanting to have... And he goes through the same thing, but not realising he's spoken to Beswick already. This is the Late Night Alternative. We are the closest to that on here.
Yeah.
If you want to give us a call, you can 0203 286 6370. If you're calling from anywhere in the world, you can Skype us, TLNA. We've got Craig Northey coming on a bit later on, musician. Hang on a minute.
What's going on?
What is this? I mistakenly posted the link to the Craig Northey Zoom and hello? Absolute melt. Hello, Jimbo. We can see you.
We know you're in there, so what's happening? Come out.
Right. Jimbo's a dead man walking.
He's just squatting in the chat room.
Right. Remove. He's lucky I
Report.
I sakes. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you would be very, very welcome to do so. Well, I haven't done that for a while. Yes.
I swear it isn't me.
All right, Shaggy. Got Shaggy on the line there. We've got a call from Shaggy. Hello, Lucky. This is my little girl, Lucky. You don't see Lucky, bro. You're lucky to see Lucky. You don't see her very often. She's an enigma. What's this? You got a little tick or something? What you got here? Oh, no. Just a little thing. Hello, darling girl. Hello, darling. She's feeling...
It's very unusual for her to come and sit in here.
I'm putting my microphone up here so you can see. Look. She's just feeling a bit discombobulated because of Big Boy.
Mm-hmm.
No. She's just here because she's feeling a little bit left out with what's going on.
Yes. There's a new man in town.
Here we go. Here, look. This looks like a made-up name.
Yes.
Let's see what we got.
Thank you, Richard Taylor. What we've got would appear to be
Damn, where's this?
a bottler.
0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. You missed last night. What happened to the Isabel wing? It burnt down.
Yes.
It burnt down, I'm afraid.
Yes.
It's happening. I reckon Friday night we'll have the grand opening. Or maybe tomorrow. I don't actually know. But it will be happening.
At some point.
Some point there's going to be a grand opening.
We'll make a great big fuss.
We've got Craig coming on, and Craig is brilliant. If you ever listen to the radio show that we did when we had the Stephen Page trio in, he was the guitarist in that, along with Kevin Fox on cello and Stephen Page, formerly of Bare Naked Ladies, who has done something like 40 or 45 gigs from home every Saturday night since lockdown. I did the first 20. Then now I kind of dip in and out, and it's joyous. And so we got, and Craig and Kevin were in the studio with us, and they were very lovely. And then at some point in the conversation, it came out that Craig worked with the Kids in the Hall, who are my favourite comedy team. My favourite. I love them. And...
What, more than Mrs. Brown's Boys?
And I was like, whoa, Stephen and Kevin, would you mind leaving? I need to speak to Craig. Craig, as of course you guys call him.
Yeah.
And he's musical director for Kids in the Hall and has been, you're on the triple shit list now, Jim. And has been since, I think, Brain Candy, which was their movie, which is problematic. It's a problematic movie. I really enjoy it.
Is it Craig's fault?
Let's blame Craig, because I would love to get the Kids in the Hall on here at some point. Yeah. So let's blame Craig.
Yeah.
But he's also brilliant. Then only recently kind of discovered his band Odds, the band he is in, Odds. And he's done loads and loads and loads and loads of stuff. Hasn't he, Lux? You getting down, darling? You bored? Okay.
Yeah, she's out of here.
Done loads and loads of stuff. And he's fab. And he's got a new album out under the banner of Strippers Union, and it's great. It's like poppy and rocky and a little bit esoteric and I would say like there's about 7% prog.
Oh, a bit of prog.
Yeah, particularly in the lyrics, it's a joy, and he's great, and he's coming on, right? So we've got Craig And I'm really looking forward to that.
I'm a bit sad we don't get a text from Craig first, though.
We're not.
You know, I've seen Stephen get them.
Have you ever had a number one hit in the United States of America? No, you got to number 3. Doesn't count for jack shit in this business.
Damn it.
Doesn't count.
Damn it to
Paige
heck.
had a number 1 hit. You want to hang on to those number 1 coattails.
Yeah.
But beyond that, right, we haven't... Let me just check. He might have sent me a text. Screw that guy. But beyond that, we haven't got anything. And both of our vibes are very, very low. And they've been low for a while, right? And so that's okay. And the reason I don't want to... It's not that I want to keep banging on about having low vibes. But actually, I think it's important that we discuss it, because it's not just you, it's not just me, it's at least one of our kids each.
Yeah.
And I've noticed it in 12-step meetings I've been in.
Also, we've had an increase in nastiness in
Yeah.
the calls.
There's a real flatness in the world. And I think it might be helpful at some point. And we'll do it after, Craig. We'll get the vibe up. We're going to ramp the vibe up.
Yep, and then we'll...
But I think it's important that we talk about it, because I bet loads of you are also feeling flat. But because we're not meeting up with people,
yeah,
no one's going, oh, I'm feeling a bit flat. Oh, I am as well. Aren't they? No one's having that connection.
Or someone's taking it out on you and you didn't really see it coming.
Yep.
And you're wondering what the heck that was all about.
Yep.
We're going to have a good old vent.
Yep, exactly. So we'll talk about it. If you want to call in, you can. And my fingers are really scratched because of that bloody cat. If you want to talk about it, but I think it's something that needs to be acknowledged, and something that needs to be acknowledged again, twice.
Mhm.
We need to acknowledge it twice.
Basically what we're doing is we're doing the online equivalent of waving a big old stick of sage around.
Yes.
Let's clear the air and move the heck on, or at least understand why we're all feeling so crap.
0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. You can Skype TLNA, the Late Night Alternative. You can also write to us.
Like a proper letter.
We have got an address. We've got a PO box, thanks to you. It is TLNA, PO Box 1181, Aylesbury, HP22 9TE, UK if you're outside of the UK, obvs, right? TLNA, PO Box 1181, Aylesbury, HP22 9TE, UK if you're outside of the UK. But I don't trust them. So you came up with a plan of what we could do to protect ourselves.
We're gonna open the post under sterile lab conditions, well away from any buildings.
We're going to go to a field.
Yeah,
it's essential.
Won't
travel.
be that sterile, but it will be
essential travel. Well, let's just hope it's not anywhere near Nigel's house. Otherwise, we're in big trouble.
That bloody dog's been at it again, says the farmer.
So we're going to go to a field. We're going to wear white coats, rubber gloves,
safety specs,
to open it. So, glitter. You think, oh, I'll send them a shit. Funny. Oh, we'll send them a glitter bomb. Kiss that.
It's actually an offence to send a shit in the post, and the postman will be handling the post.
So you can write to us. We look forward to getting your stuff, and but you can't. So don't even try. And if you try, we will find you and we will kill you. I'm only joking, TOS. I'm not going to kill the viewers.
You won't be able to prove it.
So that is going to happen. I'm only joking, TOS. Of course, I'm not going to kill anybody. And don't send us food.
For us or our animals.
Don't send us food for us or animals. We won't eat it. Mike Mendoza, 1985. It is not happening. A video of the opening. Oh, of course we're going to. We're going to take the Izzy cam and we're going to go and film the opening. Totally.
The post room.
We're actually going to do it. We're actually going to go out into a field and open it like that, and we are going to film it. So you will get to see it. 0203 286 6370 is the phone number. Everybody just call out now. Let's just wait for a phone call. going to try something here. I don't know what is causing the problem. We'll wait for a phone call, please.
You know what I've got?
Well, don't give them Chatter's Fate until we've got
I'm
a phone
not giving
call.
it to them. I'm going to read it myself.
Okay.
Start scoping it out. I shouldn't even have this. This is like from the dead.
I was just checking you weren't doxing yourself.
Of course I'm not.
Here we go. We got a phone call. Hello, caller.
Be careful what you wish for.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, can I
You're too slow. If you're going to come on, then...
Be about your business.
Come on. Do you know... We've won awards. What's wrong? Oh, Catherine's...
I've been taken over. Chatter's Fate, April 2021. I was punched in the face by Muhammad Ali's ghost.
I've got a question about Muhammad Ali. Let's speak to Dylan first. Hello, Dylan.
Yo, what's up?
I'm all right. How you doing, Dylan? What can we do for you? How can we help you?
I was just going to have a talk.
Go on then. What would you like to talk about, Dylan? Don't listen to the Twitch stream. Turn off the Twitch stream and listen to us on Skype.
Okay.
There we go. That makes it easier. What would you like to talk about?
I actually don't know right now.
Okay. I can't quite place your accent. Whereabouts are you from? Don't give us the street or anything, but roughly whereabouts are you from?
I'm from the UK.
Okay. Okay, well, that narrows it down quite a bit. And I'm going to guess you are 12 years old.
Yep.
Yay! You on half term?
Yeah.
Yeah, how's it going?
Well, I gotta go now.
Okay, all right, Dylan, it's really nice to talk to you.
Okay.
Stay safe. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Inappropriate, but best call we've ever had on this show.
I'm really surprised that was a real person.
Yeah, it sounded like a voice thing, didn't it? Here we go, here's a voice message.
I keep trying to ring you. It seems you're too busy.
Okay, well, we'll call you back. That was uncomfortable.
Hello.
Yes.
How are you?
Why are you whispering?
I left you a message yesterday and it nearly deafened the pair of you, and I was expecting an insurance claim.
That's true.
I'm very sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
Well, you came in very bombastic.
I did indeed. All I said was I ain't getting on no plane, fool.
I wonder how much...
Have you got any clothes on?
No, I've had a jippy belly for...
Goodbye. Goodbye.
So you stripped all the way down.
Goodbye.
I don't want to know.
Goodbye.
I don't know. I do not want to know.
Jeez. No, thank you. Hello?
Hello?
Yep.
Can I sing my song about shitting in the field?
Nope. Mr. Call here. If you call in, I mean, I did when I said we want calls, I meant good ones.
It's just perverts. Perverts all night.
We're broadcasting to Canadians and Americans around the world. This is our chance to make it big, and we're dying on our
You're letting
arse.
us down, man.
Hello?
Hi, Catherine. Hi, Ian.
Hi.
Hi. Just giving you a quick call to say thank you so much for last night's show. I always feel guilty for laughing at Nigel's calls, but he was really on form last night.
It was an excellent... I know exactly what you mean, but it was an excellent story.
I feel like Nigel got a lot off his chest.
Well, I hope it wasn't on his chest, although knowing Nigel, it possibly was.
What I find interesting with Nigel is that there's always seems to be a bit of an undercurrent that sometimes you can see what it is when he was referring to his bisexual feelings.
Yeah.
And obviously the whole business with him mourning his mum, which I guess we all get, but I just thought it was taking Nigel to a different dimension yesterday with the trip out and the cycling trip and the field.
It was yes, it was all taking us to a different dimension last night. That was the thing.
And I was also wondering how he coped with with the lack of toilet paper, but knowing Nigel...
we don't want to ask.
Everyone in the chat was asking me to ask how he wiped, and I did not want to have that conversation because I think I know the answer.
Yeah, but I was half expecting him to actually volunteer it because he's normally quite open about his life, isn't he? So
yeah. No, it was some
illustrative.
Story. Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah, it's a controversial call. Some people have complained about that call, haven't they, Catherine? Yeah. It's caused ructions around the world.
No, it wasn't the call's fault.
We stand by that call.
No, you guys are really back in the groove at the moment. The last few weeks have been fantastic.
When did we drop out of the groove? I'm joking. I'm joking. Thank you, Richard. I'm glad you're enjoying the show, mate. Thank you very much.
No, you take care, guys. Speak to you soon.
Tatty, bye.
Bye, Richard.
But when did we drop out of the groove?
I don't know. It was very hurtful.
That was hurtful. 0203 286 6370 is the phone number. If you want to give us a call, right, let's get the Zoom up and ready for our good friend Craig Nothing.
And just Craig. No interlopers.
Oh, there it is. It's there. Yeah, don't join the chat because, okay, so we're ready. We're rocking and rolling. We're ready to go. What are we learning today, Catherine, says St.
We are learning about defiance, resilience, persistence.
If you watch, you're learning how to do it.
Whatever this is. Pew, pew.
I'm hoping they're guns and not beans.
They're just fingers.
Thank
you
fingers. Thank you for that gifted sub. Ice cream gravity. Oh, my baby. Hello, who's this? Is this Mucky? Can't see. Yeah, it's Mux. Hello, we just had your sister up here. What are you doing? Can I help you?
Yeah, no. St. John, someone tried to steal my shine earlier on today, and I'm not having it. That's what this jumper is about.
I've got 5 cats.
I've got 1.
And she hates you.
She ignores me.
She really dislikes. I get affection.
She doesn't dislike
this.
me. She tolerates me.
I get affection like this all the time.
Yeah.
Katie, how are you getting pancakes delivered? Who has pancakes? They'll be freezing cold. Surely, I mean, I didn't make pancakes. I don't really like pancakes. I'm not a fan of them. I think it's a lot of faff. If the kids were here, I would have made pancakes. Of course I would, but we have Domino's instead. But the whole pancake thing, because I know, is it Jesus tried to blow up the Houses of Parliament or something like that?
Yeah.
So we had pancakes and...
ready-made pancakes.
What? What? Go on. More of a waffle person. I just don't really like those kind of... What's the patty? What they call patty?
Huh?
What they call? What's it made of? Patty. She's going to mess up your computer.
Oh my God! What's she doing?
She's messed up your computer. They constantly bugger up my computer. It'll be locked in some sort of
Come and sit
setting,
down.
and I'll be like, well, how did I? What? How do I get out of this?
Oh.
She's going to do it again. I don't. What they call patty? What they call patty? What is it made of?
Batter.
Patty.
What is patty?
Batter. I don't like kind of battery substances. Look, what's she doing there?
She's mind your own business, she says.
I will do no such thing. Hey, Lorna. Ooh, Lorna.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello,
Ian
Lorna.
and Kath.
Hello.
Hello. I just wanted to, as you're talking about Pancake Day, I just wanted to phone up to say that I'm decided to give up chocolate and sweets for Lent.
Well, you're an idiot.
I know.
Why would you do that? Chocolates and sweets. Why don't you give up something you don't like? Give up like spinach or something.
Yeah. Give up starting wars.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I need to. My son was supposed to get married last May, and in Greece, and we couldn't happen then. So it might be happening this year.
No.
So I feel like I just need to kickstart a bit.
Kickstart. I'm teasing. You do what you want to do with your food, of course, and if that's good for you, then go for it. In honesty, I mean, we're not going to get to Greece this year, are we?
I don't think so, but you never know, do you?
Are you kind of holding on to the hope that you get to the Greece, even though you perhaps realise that it's unlikely?
Yeah. I would choose not to go if I could, but if it's going to happen, then I'm going to be there.
Well, I hope his wedding happens in a safe way.
That's it.
There
Yeah,
we go. I hope
that's
his
the
wedding
main
happens
thing,
in a
isn't
safe
it?
way, and that you get to be a part of it.
Yeah.
All right. So does Lent start now?
Yeah, that's
It
why you're
starts
eating up all the
tomorrow.
stuff.
Okay.
That's why we have Pancake Day.
Well, who gives up? I'm giving up pancakes. I was going to do it for a year.
Yeah, don't.
Start from
blame
now.
you.
They're not very nice, are they?
I like them.
They are if you put some nice chocolate spread on or some.
No,
We're not doing the
apple
pancake
sauce.
topping phone in.
Lorna, lots of love to your boy. I hope it all works out.
Okay, thanks then. See you.
Tatty,
soon.
bye bye. I've just realised I was potentially pissing on her dream, and I backtracked from
So
that
you
because
retracted that stream.
I did. I tried to kind of hold it in and then turn around and piss over the wall because actually maybe stuff like that is important.
Yeah, we all need something to look forward to.
All right, mate. What's happening? I'm going to my way. How are you, mate?
It's not my kids.
I think it might be Billy Connolly again.
What is going on?
My kids can
Half-term.
actually do a really good Scottish accent, so certainly not them.
Oh, my eldest can do some great accents.
Yeah.
And my youngest, got a part in a play because he had to do an accent Yorkshire, as he wrote in his thing. Yeah, the main character has to do an accent Yorkshire, and I got it, and it is quite incredible.
I think
Hello?
he was just doing an impression.
Can I
of me,
tell you
wasn't
what my favourite topping is on a pancake?
No, please, this is not BBC Three Counties Radio. Goodbye. Man alive. I think we do a month where we deny them the privilege of phoning us up.
it? They're not allowed to address us
Yeah.
or look
jeez.
us in the eye.
No,
It's like Hollywood rules.
There we go. I'm just putting Craig Northey's deets in here.
Into the chat again.
It says that. Okay, so it's and he's. Because I asked for some links. He sent flipping loads of links.
He's all over the socials. He's all over the
I would say
socials.
I'm going to tell him this.
It's too available.
He spread himself too thin.
Yes.
And it's the first thing he wrote is, my Wikipedia page is fairly accurate.
Don't say that to this lot because it sounds like a challenge.
No, don't. Please don't, for God's sake. Wikipedia is a weird old thing, right? They're always, every time I use it, they're always asking for money. What for?
Hey, since you're here, this is a free resource. Could you pay for it, please?
But in turn, I say to them, you don't have to do it. You don't. In fact, you don't do it. Everyone else does it.
It's them citizens, isn't it?
Everyone.
What's going on back there?
It'll be the cats. Everyone else
What mugs?
does the Wikipedia. You don't do the Wikipedia. So why are you asking me for Wikipedia money? What is that all about?
It's an outrage, really, isn't it?
Look at that. Look at that human being. That's I think that's a man.
That's one of them Canadians.
That is one of them Canadians. I see guitars. That's not one of them Craig Northeys I've read about, is it?
I've seen one before.
Hello, Craig.
I don't know. Is my audio on? Do I exist?
If Craig Northey speaks in a studio in Canada and no one hears it, does it actually happen is the question. Hey, man, we can hear you. How are you doing? Now we can see your...
We're at nipple height now.
Yeah, are you? Okay.
I don't know where you are in the world.
I live in Vancouver, British Columbia.
Oy, beautiful, beautiful part of the world. I've seen a picture of it, I think, is the thing. Hey, man, it's so nice to see you. We've got lots of people in from the Stephen Page Discord, so I'm prepared to kick them out at any moment. We would like 2 pieces of dirt on Stephen Page because he seems impossibly nice. I don't believe it.
Yeah, so spill, Craig. What is there to know?
He is impossibly nice. Is that dirt?
Okay, that's one. We'll take that one. That's one. Anything else?
He's a fine and supportive friend. Dirt, though, there are probably some soups that he does not like.
Oh, soups, you say?
He's very into soup. Soup is a treat, right?
Soup is a treat is his catchphrase, I believe, from his 70s show that he had. But I think there are probably a couple that he doesn't like.
All right, we got it. Craig, can I ask you, are you able to just turn yourself up at your end ever so slightly?
Yeah, let's see how that works. Hang on. I got so many gizmos here that I don't understand.
There we go.
It's down here.
Do you know what? I felt embarrassed asking the question because you're obviously in a very expensive studio, and I thought you'd just go, yeah, of course you do that. But you're having the similar trouble that all men of an age have.
Too many buttons.
Too many buttons. Where's the mouse? Where did it go? There's 3 screens. There's 3 screens in here, and I can't frickin' get the thing managed.
I thought you'd be a technical wizard.
Here, that's better, right? When I come in.
You've just moved a bit closer.
It's good. It's good for me.
It's good. I want to make sure everyone can hear you.
It's about placement.
Oh, hang on. Now we've got problems our end. Look at this. Oh, God. There we go. We've got a loose connection.
Don't move.
So I have to hold this wire like this because it's very loose. How are you doing, Craig? It's so lovely to see you. Of course, we met when you came over with the Stephen Page Trio. And we text from Craig is let's be honest, is the highlight of those concerts from home.
It's the only reason I go.
I once I've seen that, I'm out of there. Brian Wilson's a great song, but I'm done. How are you? How has the last year been for you?
I think it's been really weird. It's the same for everybody. I think I came off. It was like this protracted period of coming off the road because I usually am on and off for the last 30 years or so. I have a wife and everything and a family, and this is in April when I said this is the longest I've ever been home in 30 years. That was in April, so it's quite amazing to see the changes in yourself and the dynamic at home and learn about somebody in a way that you never learned, and that's been the positive side of it. It's a bit of a reinvention, but when I do come home, I'm a multitasker and I do television music as well, and so I was able to keep that going. I sit in this chair a lot, and I do the same thing that I would have done when I came home before.
So you've been working pretty constantly doing TV stuff. What was the last bit of music that you wrote for a project?
Oh, a few minutes ago. I'm on a show called Tall Boys for the CBC here that I know you're familiar with, The Kids in the Hall. Bruce McCullough is the showrunner, as they call it, but it's a fine young sketch comedy troupe from Toronto, and it's our 2nd season. So I just am on my last episode of season 2, and it's airing now over here. I don't know when it'll make it to England, and I'm working on Corner Gas Animated, which is a show I've been involved with for about 14 years or more. As I wrote the themes for it. It was a big success in Canada as an actual sitcom without animation, and then it's had an animated run that's in its 4th year now.
Wow, I would like to stop doing this, and they make a cartoon of us, and then we just go in like one day every month and just do the voice for it.
Yeah,
and then just let the cartoons do it. Being real is hard work.
I know it's less responsibility, I think, if you are animated.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't think you're liable for a lot of bad things or anything like that.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's a
different
universe.
Now, listen, you very kindly sent me your new album, Strippers Union album, and he sent me a link, and I said, I'll have a listen to it. I'm going to bed now because it was quite late, so I'm just going to go to bed.
Bit rude.
Well,
I was very proud of that. You could have given it a quick listen.
Well, no, but then I did listen, but then I listened to it, and then I fell asleep, and then I just forgot to write back going, oh, this is great. I mean, like you care about my opinion, Craig, but part of me thinks you were sat at home going, oh, Jesus, that guy.
He's not mentioning it. That's even worse.
I met him twice, and he really hates this new record, and he's got my WhatsApp, and this is awful.
Yeah.
I really, really liked it, and I feel terrible that I didn't wake up the next day and tell you. I've been reading about Strippers Union. Mm-hmm. This is their 3rd album. Mm-hmm. But there's like 10 years between every record.
Yes. I think the next one will come out in 2040. It's a logarithmic thing. I think there was a shorter period of time between the first one and the second one, and then a little longer, and then a lot longer. So,
okay,
yeah.
And tell me,
it's math. I don't know how it works.
Tell me about Strippers Union. What is it? Who is it?
It's a friend of mine and myself. He was in a band called the Tragically Hip in Canada, kind of a big institution here.
Yeah.
And their front man, lead singer Gord Downey, passed away a few years ago, and that kind of stopped them in their tracks. And he has some time now, so we've been collaborating on these things for a number of years. He just had extra things outside his band, and he asked me to come and see if I could put words and melodies to it. Turned it into something good. We got back together when the time was right. We did it again, and the time was right again to do it.
It's lovely. I'll send you the link because it's delightful. It's poppy. It's rocky. I said earlier, I think there's about 7% prog in there as well, particularly in some of the lyrics. It really does. It hops all over the place. It's a joy.
It's strange. I think you never know what kind of reaction you're going to get, and sometimes I listen to it and I know that I like the darkness in my comedy, and therefore sometimes it's misinterpreted as being serious.
Right.
So I wonder if anyone's going to like it in this time, because it's a strange time. You put out music, if you say things that are a bit dark, I'm not so sure how much time people have for that right now in their systems. It's a hard time.
Well, you talk about dark comedy. As you know, I'm a huge Kids in the Hall fan. We were looking at that. I was watching, and we showed a bit. We can't play too much music on here, but we showed a bit of the live, in inverted commas, recording of one of the songs, one of the new songs, and in the back was a poster for the movie Brain Candy, which, we talk about dark comedy. You haven't seen it, have
No.
you? I love it. But it's really problematic in some places, but that's also why I love the Kids in the Hall. I often think the Kids in the Hall, like the Kinks and like the Beach Boys, quite often they're their own worst enemy, and there seems to be, intentional or not, Brain Candy should have been a big hit, but they had a character in there that, you'll correct me if I'm wrong, Craig, because I know you worked on it. They had a character in there called Cancer Boy.
Oh, right, yeah.
The company the studio went, got to take that out. And of course, they as one amorphous unit all pulled together and said, no, he stays in. Had that character been taken out, that would be a joyous, maybe the wrong word, but that would be a wonderful movie that I would show some bits to my kids but that one character, at the time, 20-year-old kid when it came out, I laughed a lot. 47-year-old dad,
Well, I guess the point was they were talking to that kid rather than the dad, right?
Yeah, but I've got that story right though, haven't I, Craig?
You do, and I think Catherine's right. I think they were speaking to someone who might be in the same position as themselves. And I like people who have that problematic shoot themselves in the foot nature, because I come from that post-punk ideal, that you should say what you feel and live and die by it, even if you're smart enough to know that it might be dangerous. So I like that about artists and about people.
And is that how you ended up working with them? Because they were kind of, there were elements of punk in their act, and they were kind of flirting with punk the Canadian punk music scene when they were starting out. And is that how you came across them?
We kind of gravitated together because they were, the way it happened was they were playing our album as their walk-in music when they went out on their first tour, when they took some of the sketches on the road to see what people would be like to see them live. And they came to Vancouver, and that was the walk-in music. And our tour manager was at the night one. We couldn't get into the show. It was so packed. And he was at night one, and he just went up to the sound guy and said, who decides what music goes on before the show? And he says, oh, the kids do. They love this record. So he said, well, I work for them. And that's how we met. And we've been friends ever since that night. The second night, we were all invited, and I ended up having a bit of a party, and we've been friends, and I ended up collaborating. So
they did. If you've never seen the Kids in the Hall, I know we've got some younger people. Maybe we'll find a few sketches and play them later on. I love them. They used to show them at like 11:30, sometimes 2:00 in the morning on
Yeah.
Channel 4. Never a regular slot, and it was a real, if someone had a tape of Kids in the Hall, you'd all go around and watch it. And these sketches can be sometimes really meandering, and they just fade to nothing.
I remember the crushing your head thing,
Crushing
and I
your
remember
head.
it being unlike anything that we had.
It was beautiful. The things that pop into mind, the thing about the Doors. No bass player, man. There's all that kind of stuff. But then they're a strange group. And then a few years ago, God, it must be quite a while now. They got back together and did. Is it called When Death Comes to Town? And it took me ages to get it on DVD. And it's beautiful. It's shot. I mean, it looks stunning. It's hilarious. I don't necessarily think it's necessarily their consistently funny thing, but it's beautiful. It's so lovely to see them all together as old men. Particularly as I know Scott nearly died when they were making that. He was very poorly. And you obviously you worked on that. What was that whole experience like? Because it was a weird time for everyone there.
I think all those big projects like Brain Candy was a weird time for them too. Dave had kind of left the troupe, Dave Foley, and Scott had a tragedy in his family, and there were marriages breaking up, and so it was a dark time to make your first feature film. And then Death Comes to Town was, a wrestling with Scott's mortality, which has gone really well since. But it was really another tough one, and I like the music.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun. I collaborated with a friend of mine, Jim McGraw, on that music, and we ended up doing another series and another series after that. For Bruce, and Bruce McCullough, who's in the Kids in the Hall, sorry. And I think Death Comes to Town was everybody. One of the great things about it was everybody coming together.
Yeah.
They're all friends, and they've been dear friends ever since.
It's beautiful. You just reminded me of the Bruce McCulloch series. Was it what was it? Punch Drunk.
Drunk.
Yeah, did you do the music for that?
Yeah.
Oh man, that was funny. I had to find, none of this stuff gets shown over here, so I had to find it. I think some of that's on YouTube, and some of it you have to kind of go to all kind of hooky places to get it. But Bruce McCulloch is just one of the funniest, weirdest, kind of nerdy little guy, and he's so clever.
Yeah. So Tallboy is the one I'm doing now. He's the showrunner. It's really the troupe, though. It's not
Right.
really.
I've seen bits of it. They're brilliant. They're really, really good.
Really good, and I can hardly wait till you guys can see it. But I'm sure if you get out in the world of piracy, you might be able to see it.
Which is something we would never condone.
No, never.
But I'm just going to write that down. And I'm really sorry. I came to Odds quite late. I only really checked out Odds. I notice I'm saying Odds, not the Odds.
Uh-huh.
You're welcome. When the brilliant Isaac Page was on one of those concerts with his dad. And we've had Isaac on the show. Man, that family, talented families, it makes me puke. And they kind of did a medley of stuff, and one of them was one of your songs, and I'm thinking, what is this, man? It's really good. So I'm Googling the lyrics and found out it was you. Odds are, and I've fallen down an Odds rabbit hole. Odds are incredible.
Good. How many rabbits are down there?
It's quite...
Well, they started out with a couple.
I always imagine it's like the snake pit in Indiana Jones.
There's quite a few. How do you keep all of these plates spinning at once? Because you sent me when I ask someone for a list of links, right? Normally we get 2, 3, 4. You sent me a whole page plus my Wikipedia is pretty accurate. How do you have time to juggle all these balls?
I don't know. I think early on I realized that I just like to have fun, and so I just say yes, and then I work it out. Sometimes I don't have any clue what I'm doing either. I just say yeah. Oh yeah, I can do that, and then I just try to figure it out. And I've died on that sword a number of times, but I do it privately. I do it in my private time.
That's the attitude that I struggle to foster. I can do that, and then going home, going right, shit. How do I do this?
And not telling anyone.
What
that's
is
how
the
you
plan? But that's kind of we've sort of embraced that a bit with the homebrew. We were on a national radio station, Craig, and then it went like really right wing. I mean, it was kind of right wing when we were there, but it's gone really right wing. You know, with lockdown isn't necessary. There was a friend of ours, cutting up masks, saying we need to get rid of all these masks and get back to work. And Boris Johnson's doing a great job. Okay, there's 120,000 dead, but he's doing a great job. And so getting the boot from there is. Ethically and spiritually is great, but then suddenly there's this pressure to kind of come here and do homebrew stuff.
Yeah, now what are you going to do? And there's no one to hide behind, is there?
No, it's us. We can't blame it on the big old...
But also, there's no one... We're not getting hit by the old racist blood spatter that we were at the old place. You know, our hands were clean, but our shirts were covered in it.
And that is... I mean, that...
all right with the truth. I think you'll be all right with doing well by other people, and you're both so talented and funny that just... I think you're embracing the same ethos I am. Just forge ahead.
That's it, isn't it?
Yeah, I try not to think about it too much.
Yeah.
Just do it. Just do what's next, and don't try to plan things, because as we know,
you can't.
We can't plan anything.
Well, speaking of planning things, we just had a caller on, Craig, who's hoping to their son's wedding last year in Greece didn't happen because of this, and they're hoping to do it this year. I personally think that's optimistic, but we found out yesterday that the Who have cancelled their tour. Lots of concerts are getting shunted forwards or back or whatever it is. How are you? Have you got anything? Have you got any like dates in the diary for later this year or next year? How are you approaching the future of touring and live work?
Yeah, I think early on, all the odds dates and the Stephen Page dates with the trio and got pushed back. Everything got pushed back. And then soon there was a crush of things being pushed back into the same area. Then there were fewer venues because they were closing down. Yeah. And so a lot of that evaporated, but there are things in 2022, and there are things now. We're being booked like a classical orchestra where they think 2 years in advance, you know. So I think it's I've been told by the people that help us have a live career that things really aren't being looked at until 2022.
It's mad, isn't it? Hang on a minute, my cats are being dicks. Could you stop that, Pats? Thank you.
They listen to you?
Patty, do you want to come and see Craig? Pats.
Come here.
Pats.
Pats, I've got 5 cats, Craig.
I see them on your Instagram. No, which one? I can't remember.
Twitter. There we go. This is Patty. She's the forever kitten. She doesn't grow any bigger.
Oh.
She's a creep. She's the one that comes and cuddles me in bed when I'm asleep. Have you got any pets? You a pet man?
You got a dog, haven't you?
I do. I love dogs and I love cats. Had a cat. He left an indelible stamp, so we cannot get another cat.
Yeah.
But we have a dog named Mac. He's a hound.
Pets are the best, man. I don't know. I would have gone nuts without having something in the house. I get my kids every weekend, you know, and all of that stuff. But having something sometimes, I don't know how you are with the old mental health, but if I'm at my lowest, if I know I've got to get up and feed the cats, then I've got a reason to get out of bed, you know. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, I'm just staying in bed for 4 days, and that's an awful.
And they don't want to hear about your problems, so listen to your sob stories. Get up and get us fed.
You don't even really speak your language exactly. But I feel the same way. He gets me going in the morning, and he has demands. He has demands mid-afternoon I have to deal with, and it breaks my cycle. And the dogs in my life I've spent a lot of time with because people go off to work or school, and I'm here working by myself. So
can I ask, you're such
with dog.
The few times that we've met you, and you're a very quiet, softly spoken man. Yet we have both seen you rock like a motherfucker on stage,
yes,
right? And I've been watching lots of your videos and stuff. This is an impossible question to answer, but I'm going to ask it. How do you get the two sides to kind of work together? Because you rock, man. When you're out there playing, you rock. And we've been playing clips of some of your videos the last few days. And this is the question. Do you enjoy being in the spotlight? Do you enjoy being the front man of a band, or are you happier kind of stood at the back a little bit out of the way?
I don't mind it. I think that transformation that you're speaking of, I've never been able to quantify, but it is kind of staring down something. You're staring people down. You're you're putting out everything that you've been holding inside. And I tend to say strange things. I do that anyway, but I tend to just blurt them out to the consternation of my fellow bandmates sometimes. Stephen doesn't mind. That's great. And the thing about my performance side is it really is an aspect of myself, I suppose. I just have that attitude that I was terrified as a kid performing. I played violin, and I would always throw up before I had to perform.
Wow.
And I found
Oh,
that,
Jesus, sorry. We're having the deep emotional bit, Patty. Come on.
And you're still holding the little cable there.
I can't move it. If I move it, we lose you.
It's all down to that. So I just, I think I learned that look above their heads, go out there. And then alcohol got involved for a while, and I really relied on that to kind of bolster that. And then my bandmates took me aside and said, you can't do that anymore.
Right.
You have to play so much in front of people that you become comfortable with it, that you don't care. Because we discovered that we thought people liked it when we didn't care. People liked it when you had no inhibition, and that you really were just saying what you wanted to say and doing what you wanted to do. Going back to the topic we broached earlier. And so now I somehow broke through that wall, I suppose. But when I'm speaking, I have a quiet speaking voice. My wife calls it my dynamic monotone.
It's so lovely to see you. I really hope we get to see you over here in some form. And it would be great to see you and Kevin and Stephen playing again, because the three of you, for those who don't know, Craig obviously plays guitar, Stephen on the cello. Well, we should. He's just ridiculously good as well.
Yeah.
Kevin, sorry, on the cello. Stephen singing. The three. It sounds like a full orchestra sometimes.
Yeah, they make a room ring.
It really, really does. It's such a joyous noise to hear.
It's a magical thing that we didn't know what would happen. The three of us were friends. Stephen said, I think this will work. We did 2 weeks of playing in New York as a test project, really, and went, what the hell is this? Yeah. This is really cool.
Yeah.
We hope we get to see you soon. It will be so lovely. Please send our love to Kevin and Stephen. Strippers Union is the band. There are like various. There's a vinyl where it'll be somewhere in those links you've sent, and I've posted in the chat, and I'll post again. But where, if people want to get a physical copy, you can go listen to it. It's on Spotify as well. But if you want to get a physical copy, where is the best place to go for that?
The physical copy at thehip.com. There's a store in there. That's the band that Rob Baker was in before. They still are an active unit and have solo things, and it all is out of this one website. But you can get a double LP with white vinyl. There's a few left.
Wow, brilliant! So lovely to see you, man.
Yeah, likewise.
Looking
off camera because all of a sudden I have these 3 screens and you pop up over here. So I look like there's something wrong with my eyes.
Look over our heads if we're making you nervous.
Exactly.
That's the trick. Get drunk. No, don't get drunk.
It's too late.
Craig, it's lovely to see you. Stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you hopefully next year at some point. Fingers crossed.
Yes, please. And lovely to see you guys too.
See you later on, man. Thank you very much. That's Craig Northey. He's fab.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to post the links in
all the
chat.
socials, man. All the socials.
Literally all of the flipping socials. So there's his film and TV stuff. Kids in the Hall is there as well. Let us let's get the rest.
Incredible.
Let's just go and have a little look. Isn't it lovely? Can I move this now? The thing is, we've got 3 cables. It's gone. It's gone, isn't it? 3 cables are kind of. I think it's here. Piggyback together. Hang on.
It's not that, is it?
No, it's. I think it's this. There we go. And I don't know which of the 3 cables it is. Now, so here we go. This is where the vinyl is. It's a hot looking vinyl. Look at these. This is what I want my bands to look like now.
Oh my goodness.
This is what I want my bands to look like now.
That is some excellent hair, for starters.
This is what I want my bands to look like now. Oh, look. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I might treat myself to the vinyl. There we go. Thank you, Craig. Lovely, lovely to see you. Let's play some adverts because that's what we've got to do.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much to all of the Stephen Page Discord people. You can go now if you want. We will think you've done your service. You've done your time. It's been lovely to see you. And we'll see you again at some point. So thank you guys for popping in. Or you can stick around. He's just going to wang it on for crying out loud.
Oh, God, yeah.
Phone lines are open. 0203 286 6370 is... Oh, no, that button's not working. Look. There we go. It's weird,
of course it stopped working.
It's weird, that, isn't it? Why does it do that? Why does the Stream Deck stop working? I'll take this off now.
Showbiz section's over.
Let's find a Kids in the Hall. Let's find a little bit of the Kids in the Hall. They're so funny, and they're their own worst enemy. They cause their own problems, and they're big, but they're not anywhere near as big as perhaps they should be. But it's they're so brown again. The Savage Bees,
right? So their refusal to compromise.
Yeah. Oh, I see. I see.
You know what I'm saying?
I see. Kids in the Hall. Oh, I like the Eradicator. Let's see if... I mean, they're all... A lot of them, there's not really kind of jokes in there, and you sort of go, what? Here we go.
Now, if you gentlemen would all like to turn to page 6,
Now,
we'll
he's the
take
guy
a
in
look
Superstore.
at the international overview. Now, I know it's common knowledge that we lost some money in the last quarter, but I feel that it's premature to blame our logo. Now...
Armstrong? Which one of you pussheads is Brent Armstrong?
The guy with the pointer.
Figures.
I'm sorry,
That's
Brent. He
Bruce.
wouldn't wait.
Who the hell are you?
I am the Eradicator.
Oh.
Now, I don't know if they used it, but that's what I said I was in my intro film for I'm a Celebrity.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I said I'm the Eradicator.
I don't think they used it.
No, I think it got used somewhere.
I don't think they got the reference here.
Girl, drink drunk is a good one, yeah.
The Eradicator. Armstrong, you missed our squash game.
Oh, the D squash ladder.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I forgot. That was very rude.
So we'll call it a default then.
Whatever.
Another win for the Eradicator! I climbed the D squash ladder one rung at a time. Today, you were my rung, Armstrong. Don't try to follow me. I have a cab waiting. Eradicator!
Nice game. You deserved it.
Thanks. It was fun.
Who are you playing next?
Eradicator.
Well, he must be good. He beat Brent Armstrong.
Yeah.
Eradicator!
Hello.
Hi there.
And who are you?
I am your worst nightmare.
Maurice Lawrence from high school?
No, I didn't go to your high school. Oh, you know too much about me already. I am the Eradicator.
Oh.
When I stand atop the D squash ladder, then and only then will I reveal my true identity. James Thorson, I shall defeat you.
Great. How about Tuesday morning?
Tuesday is no good for the Eradicator. How about Wednesday? 8:15 a.m.
Sure, that'd be fine.
You will now spend each moment between now and the match worrying. Every minute will be a universe of terror, a marathon of fear.
8:15, I'll try not to forget.
Don't try to follow me. Tick, tick, tick.
Morning.
Eradicator!
I'm not late, am I?
No, I slept here all night to get a feel for the court.
Great. Well, let's rally for serve.
Let the carnage begin.
Well, you almost won the second game.
I think my mighty screen was a bit off.
I think it was your serve.
Do you want to unmask me?
No, I'm fine.
It's your right.
No, everything's okay.
Okay.
Hey, you can always join the volleyball team.
Oh, God.
Eradicator!
I love it so much. I love it so much. I got the box set, and it's just a joy, and it's so much fun, and it's hit and miss as well. This is another reason I like it. It's quite hit and miss. You can watch, 2 or 3, 10 minutes and go, okay,
I'm out.
Okay, but it's just a joy, just an absolute joy. 0203 286 6370 is the tell. We're going to get in trouble for showing those nipples.
Male nipples apparently fine. They were not in a sexualised manner.
Well, I had
They'd
a
have shown their buttocks.
I had a boner.
Oh, God.
No, hang on. Right, this is a serious question now. Jesus.
We did this yesterday.
But we didn't show the nipples yesterday.
Yeah, but also the rule said that it's female nipples.
It did say in the rule male nipples are okay.
It did. No.
Okay.
Let's not tempt fate. We don't want to get too sexy.
The term "I am the Eradicator" is used on your VT 135.
Weird that you know that.
No, he's gone and had a look. Where is it? Weird that you know that. Ian Lee, I'm a celebrity. Intro. Where would it? I don't know what it would. Oh, look, there's my sister. I felt so travel sick in there. Look, Ian Lee, I'm a celebrity coming out show. I don't know where that would be, but yeah, I did say I'm the Eradicator. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you can. It's the only phone-in show on Twitch. You can call in about absolutely anything that you want to call in about. There's kind of no rules. Don't be racist. Yeah.
Don't be a dick. Just anything under that banner. Forget the rest. Please be our guest.
Right now, why can't I play adverts? Oh God. So we were talking about. You can call in about anything, and if I miss you, I'll call you back. But let's just go to 135. Let's just see it.
Need a freelancer? Go to Fiverr.com and find one in seconds. Or don't go to Fiverr and waste your time searching.
Look at my hair.
I know.
They moved my TV. There was a TV there, but they moved it. Look at my hair. I could go short hair again, couldn't I? I like it that short.
No, you don't. Which is why you grew it long.
Yes, I do. I like it that short.
Okay.
I want to shave my beard off. I'm going to go and shave my beard off in a minute. Here we go.
Except one of those challenges where I've got to defeat someone, then bring it on. I will defeat them. I will crush them. I will destroy them because I am the Eradicator. That's my name.
You prick.
That was a direct reference, and Crush as well, but that was a direct reference to that.
I will crush them. I will destroy them because I am the Eradicator. That's my nickname at school. I'm looking forward to it.
Just totally nicked it from a really not even one of the most famous Kids in the Hall sketches, but I nicked it from that.
Unbelievable.
Thank you for finding that. I thought it had gone out. I'm the Eradicator. That's my nickname at school. I'll find the bloody thing.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, that's me. That's me. I moved. There we go.
What is going on with you kids? Why are you running up and down, up and down?
There we go. The Eradicator. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. And why do I keep saying the telephone number? I tell you why. It's because I don't really have... no, now it's working. I don't really have a lot to say.
Do you want to express through the medium of dance?
I don't really have a lot to say. And the reason I don't have a lot to say is because nothing's happening. We will do Chat's Fate. We've got that. Don't worry. We will go to that. But I don't really have a lot to say. Because nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. And it's that sense of... Now, what does inertia mean? Is that when you stop or when you move?
Inertia?
You fill me with inertia.
Well, inertia is what keeps you going when you stop pedalling on your bike. It's you're using up all the energy that's left, but you're not actually creating any more.
I thought that was velocity.
That's speed.
No, it's not. Could you bear with me? I just need a definition of speed and velocity to help me. I'm not in any way criticising you, but to help me. So if we're going to get DAMC, but you know what? Sometimes you just got to break the rules. So what is speed? What is speed? What's the difference between speed and velocity? Hang on, bear with. Hang on, bear with. There we go. Here we go. So speed and velocity, what's the difference? Turn it down a bit so you don't hear.
And we're on the runway, ready for takeoff, and then we're in the air. Motion, direction, acceleration.
Motion, direction, acceleration. All right, we just need to find out what speed and velocity. There's a difference. And here we go.
I've got speed.
That's how fast I'm going.
I've got
velocity.
That's my speed and
That's my speed and direction. There we go. So velocity. So speed is how fast. Velocity is speed and direction. So what's inertia? They didn't do a song. I haven't got a song that I can go to.
All right, it wasn't a cue for a song. Okay, I was just waiting.
Inertia is the thing that happens. I haven't got that. That was...
Well, if something is inert, it means that it is not doing anything. But inertia is just this gradual running out. You know, you're not applying any more.
So you fill me with inertia, to quote the song
give
from...
me nothing.
You
just
what?
coasting.
You fill me...
With inertia.
You know that song?
Yeah.
And he holds the microphone like that. You fill me with inertia. Love me! You fill me with
It's
inertia.
a good film, that. And
Have you seen the original Bedazzled?
Yes, I've got it.
The original one?
Yes.
Not with the lady?
Yeah, I wouldn't watch that shit.
Oh, you did watch it because you filmed a bit of it and sent it to me.
It was on.
You were watching.
It was on, and it was a flipping embarrassment.
You watched that.
I watched some of it, but it's crap. But that, honestly, Bedazzled would explain Boris Johnson's trajectory, wouldn't it?
It could do, yeah. Oh, God, totally. We're going to do what? We're going to come where?
No.
We're going to come where? You're going to come to his house? I don't think so. We don't go to strangers' houses. What on earth are you
especially
talking
not
about?
that person. Sounds like some sort of sex criminal.
Louise, yes, I was on I'm a Celeb. That's why I look so familiar. I had shorter hair then, it turns out. Why were we talking about speed and velocity? Because I'm filled with inertia.
Yeah.
It's ennui, what they used to call...
The blues.
The blues, but before that, the melancholia.
Mm-hmm.
Melancholia is a great word, isn't it? Yeah. Very Jane Austen. She was filled
Older
with the
than
melancholy.
that.
Well, no, but it's used in Mansfield Park. So
right.
It is in Jane Austen.
Okay.
Of course, it's older than that. It wouldn't be newer than that because it wouldn't have been.
She
in
might
there.
have coined it.
Well, that was going to be my second one. So it wasn't newer than that because that would be time travel. I don't think she created it. I would imagine otherwise there would be like a little asterisk and it would say, "This is a word I made up," and it means in the future they'll call this the blues. So yeah, it's older than Jane Austen, but it's certainly in Mansfield Park.
Well
It's
done.
one of her books.
Thanks
One of
for
her books.
explaining.
You're very
something
welcome.
I already knew.
Except kind of your language did not suggest. Let's not argue about it.
I'm not arguing.
But sometimes I want to argue because then it feels like something is going on. There's some kind of thing happening.
Don't bring beef to my party in order to punctuate your dull day, is what I would say to anyone today. And yet beef was brought. Beef was brought. Beef was brought. I chopped it up and delivered it back.
Put it into a patty.
Someone had something to
It's
say.
not me, by the way. That
No.
implies that that's me. It's not.
No, someone close to me had something to say about the Nigel clip. And it was kind of withering of the, oh God, is this what you do for a living now? I let him have it. In terms of, I didn't lose my temper, but I went, do you know what? I'm really proud of what I do for a living. We do something that people find really helpful. And I could do without your sneering, is the abridged version of what I said. And I feel right about what I said. I feel really pissed off that someone felt entitled to do that. And I've got to deal with that because it's not going to get shifted. No, it wasn't a troll. It was someone who is supposed to love me. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry that happened. I'm sorry that happened. I think what you do, you know I love you. You're my best friend.
Yeah, but it was, haven't you got ambition to do something like proper in mainstream radio? And I went, no. At this point, no.
Tech support says, was it my dad? Yeah, I think parents can be very like that. Now, I nearly said I'm lucky because my dad's dead and my mum is too ill to know what I'm doing these days.
Well,
but in some ways,
but it means you
there
don't
is
have to carry their expectations as well as everyone else's.
I hear from other people that parents can be, even, grown-ups. Oh, this is the choice you've made?
Yeah. So here's what I said in the end. I love you. You don't get what I do. That's cool. I'm really proud of it. Let's not talk about it because I won't have you belittle something I'm really proud of. And that's how it's been left.
Well done.
And it's not jealousy in this case. So there it is. There's what happened to me today. And it was kind of a gut wrencher. It wasn't a huge surprise. I've suspected that might be the feeling. But yeah, it came out today in the form of kind of concern joshing along with something that, yeah, it's my job. I'm really proud of it. I feel like we've built something quite different and important to a lot of people, and I'm not having anyone taking the piss out of it. No, not happening. So there it is. But, that's his stuff, and I think a lot of people are taking their stuff out on others without realising at the moment. It's not an excuse, but it's true. It's true. It's a thing that's happening.
I have mixed feelings about the Nigel call from last night.
Mm-hmm.
And my mixed feelings are thus.
Yeah.
Right? Base level, it was funny.
Yeah.
It was funny, right? That's my starting point. And sometimes I hate, being self-aware and I hate growing, right? It's funny. However, I am aware that even if they have not been diagnosed, that Nigel has, I guess one could describe them as learning difficulties, although that's a very broad, wide term. Nigel is different to us, right?
He sees the world differently, yeah. For sure.
And I wonder, part of me today, this isn't a judgment call on anyone, it's me wondering, was I laughing for the wrong reasons?
I think we were taken aback by some of the revelations, and I think some of it was kind of not quite embarrassment, but we were on the back foot. I'm glad that he gets to talk to someone about this stuff. It frightens me that he's carrying around a lot of worries, like the sexuality stuff. What would Jesus think?
Very, very happy to talk about that stuff, and I don't have a problem with how this is all me. Sorry, not we. How I handled that conversation.
Yeah, but anyone saying, going into that amount of detail about being caught short on a bike, I mean, it's only natural to laugh about it. I don't think we were ripping the piss out of him.
I don't think we were, and from our past. Well, for those who don't know, we've got a history, Nigel. He's called us for years, and we've ended up buying, I think we did 2 or 3 or maybe 4 Tesco shops for him. And Catherine helped getting him to counsel and money advisors and all that stuff and benefits, all of that stuff. So we've done a lot of stuff for him. But part of me does wonder, I don't know if this is the case, do I therefore feel entitled to go, well, we've put in, X amount of hours in helping him, that gives me 5 minutes to laugh at him. That means I'm allowed 5 minutes to laugh because it weighs up like that. I don't know. I hand on heart, I do not know if my intentions last night were as pure as I would like them to have been. This is the face that I do when I think like that.
Okay, well, we're not perfect humans.
No.
We get to...
No.
We're going to get another shot at that.
Progress, not perfection. And yeah, the story, it was... Mr. Weekly says, you don't store up, take the piss points. Correct. That's why I'm having this... correct. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying this.
He's asking whether that's what he's doing.
I'm asking if that's what I'm... yeah, thank you very much indeed. What was just said there. Hello.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ, that's terrifying.
You're on fire.
It's flipping terrifying, man. Look at you. Well, the smoke was a little bit poor, but I get what you're trying to... Oh, that's... Flipping heck, man. You've been with those crows too long. The coordinator. Oh, they can't hear you, by the way. I've had the phone voice down. They can hear him now.
Oh, dear.
He's being like the guy from that sketch, The Coordinator. The Coordinator.
Coordinator. I'm the crow hater. How's that?
There we go.
Oh,
how are you doing, Colin Crow?
Eh?
How are you doing, Colin Crow?
I'm all right, mate. Well, I was listening, you was talking about... What was that you was talking about now? Somebody was saying something about, is this what you've come to now?
Yes.
The thing is, what I think about is if you wasn't doing this on Twitch now, somebody else would be. You're the only ones doing this. You know what I mean?
I don't know if I do know what you mean, actually.
Well, you know, if you pack this in,
yeah,
somebody else would probably take over and do it and carry on.
Yeah.
Because it's such a good idea what you're doing.
Yeah. A phone-in show, you mean?
Yeah, on Twitch. I don't see anybody else. You got a few people on there doing it, but I think you're the only couple, as far as I know. And you've got a unique setup.
Yeah. I mean, but there is nothing stopping someone else doing it now.
I bet there is someone else doing it.
Well, I haven't seen it. I haven't. I can't see you on this screen.
Oh, yeah. Maybe press a button.
That's better.
There you go.
I'm sick of seeing my old face.
Dirty boy.
Seeing my old mug on there.
Yeah.
It's nice to talk to you both again.
When was the last time you spoke to a real human being?
About 2 decades ago.
Wow.
Feels like.
Yeah, geez, doesn't it, man?
Yeah, feels like. The good news is the weather's going to really get warmer.
Yes.
We've got some summer coming.
Yes, go out on our motorbikes. Have a little burn up.
I've got a new helmet coming because I dropped mine. Broke it.
I've got a helmet for the boys. Don't tell their mum.
How much are the helmets now?
Depends what you want.
Was 40 quid.
I bought myself a new fiberglass one. It's
Right.
a lot more expensive,
Right.
but I thought I only get one head.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got to have them. I used to ride bikes when I was younger. When I was drumming up and down the country.
Ours are hardly motorbikes. They're 125
4 motorbikes.
cc's.
Ours are more like little hair dryers.
Yeah, but they're fun.
They're fast
What's
enough
wrong
for
with
us.
them? There's nothing wrong with them. They're a nice little vehicle to get
It's like a
around.
little burn up. I don't want to go any faster. I fell off mine once, and that was enough.
Actually, my mechanic says that the bikes we've got are really good. He says they go like the clappers. These days, they're apparently they've got limiters on them.
Oh right, okay.
That's like the electric e-bike as well. They've all got the limiters. I have to use one of them. I have to go out shopping or something.
Well, electricity, the electric bikes.
Yeah.
I was looking at them, but to get a decent one, they're like the cheapest are 1,500 quid, £2,000.
I got mine for 200.
Did you?
Brand new, yeah.
But is it a shit one? Because there are some shit ones from
No,
like China.
mine's a good one. It was
for 200 quid.
Yes, when I bought
Don't
one.
believe you.
No, hang on.
I'm hanging on, but I'm hanging on, Colin. But I think you're lying.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Now, what it was I bought an e-bike about 10 years ago. That started wearing out up to about 2 years ago. And then I went down to Alfred's and they said to me, because I was looking for another one, they said, well, it just so happens we've had one in the back.
Sorry?
From around about the time that you bought your last one.
Blimey.
And we'll drop the price on it for you. So in the end, I got it for £200.
But I can't. But I spent a lot of time reading up on these.
Yeah.
And the ones that are less than £1,000 are supposed to be shite.
Mine isn't. There's
Prove
somebody who goes in your chat regular who's seen my bike. Actually, seen both of them. He could tell you, he could verify it.
Gatford?
Both. No,
Pete,
not Gatford.
Pete.
Eh?
What?
You said Gatford.
No.
Hang on, let me turn the volume up on this.
Pardon?
Turn it up. Stop it. Well, I'll have to do my Inspector Clouseau impersonations. No, the bike was £200, and if you look around hard enough, if you go and ask them what they got around the back of the shop in the warehouse bit, is there anything about that? You've sometimes got one hanging about. I love mine. You're playing with the volumes now, aren't you? You're playing with the volumes now. Time to stop playing me about. Let's put my mask back on.
Is it any good?
It's not fair. You know, he's an ex-drummer.
Pardon?
Oh, flipping it.
Oh, yeah, drummer. I still do it now and again.
Go on then, drum something or ride something. Do something.
Prove it.
Do something. All I could do is...
Paradiddles. Paradiddles, right?
Paradiddle.
Bendiddle. Bendiddle. That sounds like a table more than a drum. You're a tabler, not a drummer.
I've got no drum. If you want to hear my music, it's on YouTube.
I'm okay, but thank you very much, Colin. Colin, nice to talk to you. Thank you. 0203 286 6370. I did look at electric bikes. I wanted to ride more, but I don't like hills.
Uh-huh.
So I thought I just want it so you can go zzz, pedal, 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 zzz, pedal, 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 coast. That's what I wanted. But then also you can't leave them anywhere because surely they'll get nicked because they cost so much money. Let's go to Halfords. This is what we do. We go to Halfords. And
Are the sound alerts disabled? Ice cream guy's asking.
I don't know. Let's have a little look. You mean the ones that you pay for?
Yeah.
Could be. Could be. We're almost in true Geordie sports, guys. Sound alerts. We're almost in true Geordie sports, guys.
Oh.
Sound alerts. The new Sound Alerts dashboard, you've got to update it. Open the dashboard, log in with Twitch, authorize. Oh, they've updated it, and I hadn't done it. It should. It's there now. There we go. Your browser source is offline. Jesus Christ. Make sure you implemented the Sound Alerts browser source from the extension configuration Now look what you've made me do. I think I might have taken it out. Library sounds, insight settings, setup. I use OBS. All I want is that. There we go. We're going to put that in here. This should work. Paste. I wish someone else did all this. I hate doing all this
I know
shit.
you do.
Hate it. Let's go for... Let's try that. Let's try that. Hang on. Oh, come on. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is the wrong. Bits. No. Donations. No. We'll have to do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it.
So the short answer is they are off and we'll sort it out.
I don't know how to do it. Right, let's go to Halfords. Let's look at bikes. Let's look at electric bikes. Men's bikes, hybrid bikes. It's hybrid is what you want, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, that's nice. I like old school.
Yeah, I
bike.
do.
Okay. 325 quid. But that will be shit.
Hang on, is that got power on it?
No, that hasn't
No.
got power on it. Well, then that's not a hybrid.
Back up, because it said electric bikes.
Oh, electric bikes.
There.
Where?
Next to the kids. Ow.
Whoa, 100 pie.
It's not my day.
Here we go. 1,099, 1,099, 1,099. Thanks.
There's 43 results, though. They put the expensive ones first.
1,000. There we go. 479. Oh, that's shit. Okay, right. Okay. 2,000. So all the good ones. I told you, thousands. He's lying about getting a bike for
It's
200
one for
quid.
649.
It's too much money.
It is.
That's a girl's bike because it's got no crossbar. Girl's bike. It's a girl's bike. Too expensive. Who can afford that? I mean, my bike I bought ages ago. I bought it before we had the kids. Cause I bought one for their mum as a birthday present, and that was like 450 quid. That was when I was on telly money.
Yeah.
No.
The last time I rode my bike, I had a seat for the baby on the back. Now, my babyest baby is 9.
Yeah.
I had to take the seat off the other day.
Yes, Alistair.
Alistair.
Oh, hello. Sorry about my background. I didn't mean to have one tonight. Sorry for ringing in again. I just wanted to say, well, to you both, but especially to Catherine, that it's not only Nigel that you help a hell of a lot of people in what you do, and what you do is brilliant. And, of course, if it wasn't for Catherine and others and Ian, then I might not be here today. So I just wanted to say that.
Could you give us some money? Like, could you give us like 1,000? Give us your house.
Well, I'll think about it.
He's using it.
You do a lot of. I know you do a lot of.
You're
gift
paying
subs
it,
and stuff.
and also you're paying it forward. You know, there's.
I'm joking. I'm being flippant.
The thing that fills us with joy, other than having you back, is how much service you are to other people. You know, people really look up to you and value your experience, and you're paying it forward. We couldn't ask any more of you than that. Really pleased.
I hope so. And sometimes I feel I don't do as much as I could because of whatever's going on in my head and my life. And about what you were referring to earlier, Ian, in terms of
yes,
what's happening to us all at the moment because of everything. And I've kind of sort of been thinking about it the last day or two in terms of how it affects me, because the mental health team are ringing on Thursday, and hopefully I can elucidate what I want to say about what I'm going through.
Yeah.
And I guess for me, because at the best of times, I feel my life compared to others is restricted. In terms of experience, And I think what I've thought about these last few months, last year, whatever, is that sense of me focusing on my restriction has become more keenly felt. And that then sort of gets me down and then starts me to focus on everything that's happened to me in the past. So that's the best way I can explain kind of my thought process, when you were, referring to it, a lot of people are going through a lot of bad things with this. And I suppose, to finish on a positive note, that, I get up every day and maybe do similar things to what I did before, but it's a new day. And there will be an end to it. And then I'll be able to do more things. I'll be able to go to a cinema, perhaps, or see a band, or see my friends. And so that's all I just wanted to say. And to say, thanks, you guys for what you do.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for sharing that. I appreciate that. Tutty bye. Tutty bye. Gafford, what's wrong?
I banned him.
Is he gone? Hola, spy.
Hola, soy inútil.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm useless. Yeah, got banned.
Yeah. Gafford, stand down. Stand down, dear friend. Stand down. Right, I think the sound alerts should work now. Oh, unless I've got a... No. Do they work now? Stand down, Gafford. Stand down. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go, buddy. Let it go.
Who's it? Who is it? What's going on?
Fixed it. Fixed it. That's right. Fixed it. Why is it over there? You should be there. Fix it. Yes, son.
Who's it? Who is it? What's going on?
The pic is still in the chat. What pic? I don't see anything. I don't know what's going on.
Who's it? Who is it? What's going on?
Talking about?
What's this? It's one of those ones where you make a flipping penis.
Oh, I like those. You've got to be honest, right? They're amazing.
Oh, but it's gone. Oh no, there it is.
It's stunning art. Respect the art, guys.
Yeah.
Please. Also, I can't remember how you clear the chat. There we go. That's what you do. It's done. We're there. We're there, guys. We're there.
But also, you're giving him what he wants. He wants you to be shocked. You've got to laugh at him like any flasher.
Hello.
Hello. It's Katie from ages ago. I don't know if you remember me.
Of course, I remember you. How are you doing?
I'm all right. I was just phoning. I've lost. I stopped watching because you went off the radio, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then I couldn't figure out where he was for months. But
You should have Googled it. Get on Google and Google it.
I know I'm an idiot, but
You got more important things to worry about.
I couldn't remember as well, Ian. Are you bipolar? Sorry, that's really rude.
It's not really rude. I don't think so. I don't know what I am. I'm just starting the journey to find out if I'm ADHD or ADD. Apparently the hyper part of ADHD isn't. You don't necessarily need to have that. So I'm just starting that. Bipolar? I don't think so. I don't think it's bipolar. I don't feel. I don't know. I don't know is the answer.
I couldn't remember whether he was or not, or whether it was just other things. But I recently I've got diagnosed with bipolar type 1, which has come as on the one hand I was like, well, yeah, obviously, but on the other hand it was like, oh right, this is sort of real.
How does that make you feel having that title?
Honestly, and I don't know how dramatic, but at the beginning it was like a death sentence. They just told me this thing that is never ever going to go away. I've just got to learn to live with it. And even then it's taking on medications and figuring it out. But I'm just glad that I know what it is now.
You said initially that it felt like a death sentence. How long ago did you find out?
About a month ago now.
Okay. So how do you feel now, a few weeks
Now-
later?
Now I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling more. I'm feeling a bit more. I'm recognising that I'm lucky to know, because I'm only 22. I'm lucky to know so young. Like, I could have gone my whole life just thinking, oh, what's up with me? But I've started some antipsychotics, so they're helping as well, I think. But I just wanted to phone because I've not phoned in ages and I've not listened to you in a while.
It's the same old crap that we're doing. There's nothing new or clever about it. You ain't missed nothing.
I'm glad. If it was good or clever, it wouldn't be your show, would it?
Thank you.
I think.
What the fuck did you say? How's the drugs going?
I've really, really, really cut down. I don't smoke weed anymore, and I'm thinking of getting a CBD vape, because occasionally I do still get cravings and I have like a spliff.
Yeah.
But it was since I got my diagnosis, really. I did a lot of research and I just thought, oh my God, this is probably the worst condition to be smoking weed with.
Yeah, but it might explain why you were trying to cope with it.
Yeah, it does, definitely. It explains a lot, like a lot of things, but...
And here's the question I should have asked before that, and I apologise for getting them the wrong way round. How's the baby?
Oh, he's amazing. He started nursery. He's so cheeky. He's so cheeky. I'll be like, oh, what do you want for tea? And he'll be like, dog poo.
Wow.
So
boys.
good. Yeah,
Give him dog poo. That's what you want.
Because I think last time we spoke to you, you were in a bit. It was quite dramatic, and you were worried that you might not be able to stay together.
It was. I remember. I've moved house since then. There was a lot of crap with the baby's dad.
Yeah.
Got a restraining order now, and apparently he's doing well. He's clean and all this, and I've moved house and live somewhere else now, and everything's fine. Sorry, I'm shaking. I'm dead nervous. Don't know why.
Why are you nervous? It's us.
I don't know.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, but yeah. So everything's fine. We've settled into the new place, and he's going to nursery, and I'm quitting weed. I'm on the medication, and I'm trying to do a course and get a job and all that.
What course do you want to do?
I was planning to try and go to uni this year, but I got my diagnosis and I just thought, put the brakes on. I tend to do a million things at once. So I'm just focusing on doing like a little online, sort of like a level 2 understanding and working with people with mental health, because that's what I want to do. But yeah, I just thought I'd update you on my life so you can...
Nice one, Katie. Thank you. You're one of the few callers that I did remember almost immediately.
Yeah.
Normally I don't, and but you struck a chord. You struck a chord with us, so it's good to hear that everything's all right.
Oh,
Being bipolar's all right.
It's all right, you know.
It's just you.
Well, you're the same person you were before, but now you know why you react in certain ways. Which
There's
is
no
always handy, isn't it?
difference from before you were told and after you were told. It's just you.
Yeah, if anything, it's better, because I look back now, especially in like my early teenage years, and I just think, oh my God, how did no one even like put 2 and 2 together? It just explained everything. But yeah.
Also, you did bloody well to get where you are.
Yeah, thank you. It was mad, because when I got diagnosed, I sort of just thought I've been doing life just raw for years with no medication, no therapy, no nothing, with this psychiatric illness. But yeah, I'm doing okay.
Nice one, Katie. It's lovely to talk to you. Lots of love to you and the baby.
Yes, thank you. You too.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Let's take another call. Hello, caller. Well, we bottled it.
Yes.
0203 286 6370. If you're calling from the United Kingdom, you can Skype TLNA from anywhere in the world. And you can call in about anything you want. There's no agenda. We just sit here and we chat. And this is Tuesday Club, and it's kind of a bit more chilled. Next week, we got 2 guys who wanted to have Hanson play at their wedding come on. And it didn't quite come off, but it sort of came off.
All right.
The Wheatus got in touch with them and said, if Hanson won't play, we'll play. And it's like, they didn't want that. But so the Hanson at my wedding guys are coming on. And then in a few weeks, we got my Lemons and Lemony coming on again.
Oh, cool.
Which is great for a bit of meditation. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes. There we go.
Just checking the phone lines.
Just checking the phone lines, baby. Hello, 489. The Goose Drank
Hello.
Wine. Yes?
Hello, Ian and Kath. How are you?
Very well. How may we help you?
I'm just calling for a chat, really. We last spoke very briefly in January last year at the other place.
Yes.
And, yeah, I've just been meaning to call. And tonight was the night that I tuned in and thought, I'll say hi again. But we spoke, I'd been on a date with a young man, and I'd had 3 or 4 pints and was feeling sort of quite jubilant about kissing him, but we'd had some homophobic abuse as the car went past us. I don't know if you remember.
Remember that, and I don't remember any of these callers. I remember this. Are you married?
No, but we are together. We're still together now.
Oh,
wicked! Oh, that's good. Well done.
Yeah.
Was that your first date with him?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Wow, that's brilliant.
Yeah, and it's my first relationship as well. I got to the age of 32 without being in a relationship of any kind.
Yeah.
And yeah, then just managed to get into a relationship just before the world shut down. And then, yeah, sort of felt quite angry at first, sort of, I've just got this relationship and now all this, our summer's been taken away and we can't have all of those first things together. But
Hang on, you got your first lockdown together, your first global pandemic together. These are romantic. When you tell your grandkids, these are romantic things.
Whatever happens from here on out, he's never going to forget you.
Yeah, we'll always have COVID.
Yeah. Well, yeah, at the last few weeks, I've sort of come to the realization that actually we were incredibly lucky, because if this had happened before I'd met him, I would have not known what to do. This whole year, I've just sort of had a person to message and talk to, and then after a month of lockdown, he then moved into my house for a couple of months back in the summer, and just we both got through it together. So actually, rather than it being an annoying thing, it's been
Big up the homophobes in the car.
What, we're not thanking those guys, are we?
Yes, I think we need to thank all homophobes for making gay love stronger.
We need to track those guys down, buy them hats.
I've got some reports are just in. They all died of the COVID, I'm afraid, unfortunately. So there is some good news to come out of it. That's a joke.
You actually, at the end of the call last time, you said that it was actually you and Kath on your way to the studio.
We would have been honking you going, get in!
Get in there, son. Wow, have some of that. We film this.
We do honk people having a wee at the side of the road, don't we?
I love if I'm
not that that's the same thing at all, but I'm just saying.
You're comparing urination with gay kissing. That is outrageous, Catherine. That's an awful statement.
That's the only time when we would interfere in anyone's private business is if they're
love
doing it on the
seeing
road.
a bloke having a piss by the side of the motorway or an A road. Always gets the horn.
I also honk people who are grown men doing wheelies as well. I open my window.
Yep.
As long as I'm driving past them, I wouldn't do it if there's any hint that I'm going to get stuck in traffic. And I especially like to do it when my kids are in the car. I'll wind down the window and go, cool guy!
Yeah. Well, mind your arm, because now we can't hear anything. Cool guy.
One other thing I was going to mention, I can't remember when this was, but I was responsible for Kay from Kay's Good Cooking giving you a call that time.
God, that went horribly wrong.
Mate.
Yeah, I know.
Proper right-wing racist? Was it anti-Semitic?
Well, no, there was something weird going on with like a rival who'd taken over one of her Facebook sites, and someone was stirring up shit saying we'd said stuff that we hadn't, and it was just awful.
Oh, yeah,
and I started
said
getting
that we'd slagged them off.
Yeah, and I started getting stuff from her, and demanding answers, and it was like, whoa, this was supposed to be a little bit of fun.
No, mate.
And we're actually really comparatively nice compared to a lot of people who come across in this industry. And we were obviously caught in the middle of something quite dark that was nothing to do with us.
It's all very strange. I work in TV, and we had her on a Harry Hill show sort of 4 or 5 years ago. And I sort of was the one looking after her. And we sort of looked after her, I'd like to think, very well. And since then, I'm sort of her unofficial agent in a way. She'll message me sort of saying, I've had this message from this TV person. And I mean, I stopped her going on Jeremy Kyle about 3 years ago. She was basically being, talked to by someone from Jeremy Kyle who'd dug into her family and wanted to. And I was like, no, don't go on there. They're going to take the piss out of you. But yeah, she got back to me after the call with you and was like, oh, you didn't tell me they'd take the piss out of me. And I was like, well, they definitely weren't. I tried to reassure her and say,
we were flipping.
But someone was getting in the middle, and I don't know what that was at all.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. There's lots of people sort of, I think because she's not the brightest person, but then she's also, clearly extremely working class, and that would sort of, put a lot of people's backs up that she's making money from videos and
jealousy,
all this stuff.
Well, she told me someone had nicked all the videos on her. I can't remember what it was, but this was a long time ago, and I may be getting it wrong, and I would never want to get on the wrong side of it. I also wouldn't want to upset her, but there was something going on, and I just thought, someone is trying to piss her off, but using me to do it, and I'm not getting involved in this.
No, yeah, it's all a bit of a weird world. But
anyway.
It's nice
congrats
to hear from
on the old Relaziano.
Yes, well done.
Yeah, thanks. It's going really well. It's,
all right,
it's
nice
really
one.
nice.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Stay
nice
safe,
to
wash
speak
your
to you.
hands, stay safe, wear a mask. Thank you very much indeed. Guys, you keep cutting out on your side for about 10 or 12 seconds. I don't think we do, Manny. You're the only person suggesting we do. Sound alerts still aren't working. Oh, well, unlucky. Deal with it.
Yeah.
Deal with it, guys. I'm sorry, but I can't do anything about it. What we can do, though, is we can talk about our wonderful sponsors, Abacare Group Specialist Addictions Recovery Clinics. Catherine.
Oh, yeah. Specialist addiction recovery clinics. If you have unfortunately become something of a specialist in addiction and you want to shed yourself of it, these are the people that can help you out. They are brilliant. They understand. A lot of them have been through it. And they've got a facility in Glasgow and they've got one in Gloucester. Okay, it might not be the nearest to where you are, but that could be a brilliant thing, actually. Get you away from, the stuff that's keeping you trapped and give you another chance. It's not cheap, but you can get 25% off if you mention this advert. Tell them that we sent you and they'll give you that 25% off.
Because of you pieces of trash,
right,
now the sound is echoing again because you made me try and set up the sound alerts and now I don't know why the fudge it's echoing. You did that. Online sounds, that's that. Alert box. I'm going to get rid of one of those. I'm going to get rid of that one. But that might bugger things up now. Right, if we go to...
Cold Drive says, the chat got cleared, because of a massive penis. Just letting you know, Ian, that I rang earlier and my missus was having her vaccine. Just so you know, she has milked it good and proper.
Yay.
Mackie's breakfast and pancakes after I finish work. And that's
Love
just
it.
for starters.
Yeah, she's had the vaccine injection and I said she better... Oh, darling, my arm really hurts. Could you... get us a cup of coffee and cheese sandwich?
People deal with it differently. My parents had their vaccines, when was it? Saturday. And Dad's fine. My mum feels like she's been punched.
Yeah. Well, your mum needs to man the F up. Evening, Gafford.
My mum had a bad arm as well. She had hers Saturday. So
Yeah. Well, my mum bruises
maybe
like
there's
a peach.
She's fine now, so, it's a couple of days.
Yeah.
Vaccines do, though. Vaccines do make you ill.
Yeah.
A little bit. And some hardly notice it, and some are wiped out for a few days, and that's the way it goes.
I'm having a pneumonia jab tomorrow, so I might end up... Apparently, I'm supposed to have had it. I saw a new diabetic nurse a couple of weeks ago, and she went, have you not had your pneumonia jab?
Uh-oh.
I didn't even know there was such a thing as existed.
Uh-oh.
So, but I'm having it tomorrow, so it'll be fine.
Good.
I'm a little bit annoyed about something, but I don't know where to direct it, so I've come to you two.
Direct it at Catherine.
Get it out on the
Direct
table
it at
and let us
Catherine.
all
She
have a look at it.
Deserves it.
Why was I so annoyed that there was no mod to deal with that when I was the one that requested not to be a mod for a while?
Well,
and I don't know why I did it.
But also, I'd blocked them by the time you mentioned it.
Yeah,
let's
you,
focus.
You did the right thing, Kath.
Why?
I'm now worried. Why did I do what I did?
Why do you think you did what you did?
I don't know. Well, because I think I care about the show, and I don't want you to get banned again.
That wouldn't get us banned.
No.
And I think
I know.
I think you know that wouldn't get us banned. So keep going. When you typed in, thinking back to when you typed in, it was something like, "Are there any mods?"
Yeah.
Thinking back, what are you feeling?
I think I was thinking.
No, I didn't say thinking.
No. Okay. Yeah.
Feeling.
Okay. I was feeling disappointed that I'm not a mod anymore because I could have done something about that.
Okay, disappointment.
Even though Catherine had already done it, it was just a quirk of the chat that
So disappointment.
it didn't delete the picture.
Disappointment. Stop deflecting. I'll focus on you. So disappointment. Where does disappointment come from? What is that? Sadness?
Possibly. I'm beginning to go on the downside of a bit. You know, I can feel myself. You know what I mean? I've come off a high and I'm now going down the hill.
Yeah.
Not going to crash into oblivion, but I feel like I'm going on the downside. Like there's not as much to look forward to at the moment, like everyone else, and it's a bit, yeah.
And so, is there? And I'm guessing here. Are people saying remod Gatford? He asked to stand down for his own reasons.
No, I don't know. I do not want to be remodded at the moment, and that's a decision I've made after careful consideration, not an off-the-cuff moment.
So I am just guessing, and tell me if I'm wrong. Does this sadness come from a feeling of being left out of another thing at a time when a lot of us are left out of lots of things? Is this another thing that you are left out of, and you're feeling a bit sad about that?
That could be right. I'm not sure because I've been included. I've been very good with trying to be included in things. Like I've tried to. I did some volunteering when I had a week off. I've joined some things, so because I know that means a lot to me being included. So, but I know that I'm the person that needs to take that action. You know, I can't sit there and go, "Oh, well, I'm not included," if you don't actually do something about it. So I don't know.
It's fascinating, isn't it? Really. I mean, you do know. Here's the thing: you do know. You might not know that you know, but you do know. I can guess.
Somewhere
and I can
in there,
come up
I
with
know.
theories.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there, you know why you got so upset that I like those pictures. I know we can't have them in the chat, but I like those pictures. I think they're really, really clever, and I do just look at them and go, "But that tastes." No, I go look at them and go, "How do they do that? Or how do they do that? How do they do that thing where it looks like a naked woman and Willy and all of that?" It's fascinating. But you do know somewhere why you got so angry, sad, whatever it was.
I think it was frustration.
Okay,
I don't think it was anger. I think it was frustration.
Well, frustration is linked to anger, isn't it? Or what core feeling would you link frustration to?
Donut.
Sadness, shame.
Could be. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just kicking ideas around.
No, you're right. No, I need to look at this myself. But
I think you've got quite a strong sense of justice, and you don't like seeing
penises made out of punctuation and.
No, but you're protective of this show and that particular element of this show in particular, and it must be. It must be hard to see that stuff and not be able to do anything about it.
It's like I echo what Alistair says, that you guys don't realise how much you help people all the time. You know it, but again, like me, you know, you really don't, because there's lots of people that have the same story that could sit and fill the chat and ring your phone all day to tell you how much you've done it.
Here's my problem with that.
Me included.
New to this too says, I'd imagine they just copy and paste the penis from some website somewhere, but someone had to make it first. Here's my issue with what you're saying, and yeah, I got an issue with it.
Okay.
Is that I sometimes think, I think this happened on the talk radio show, and I sometimes think it happens here, that we can become too reflective on what we may have done in the past and what, instead of pushing forward and creating new stuff and being new things, and I'm being vague here because I haven't got the language, but instead of pushing forward and breaking new boundaries, I worry that let me speak for me, and therefore part of the show gets stuck in the fact we saved that fucking bloke's life. If I'm being completely honest, right, and I'm saying that fucking bloke not to denigrate him, but to denigrate, to say that it feels. God, this is going to sound awful, right? But I've got to say how I feel. It sometimes feels like a really big albatross that we did that. In as much as I think it's certainly on the radio show. We got a lot of people that then wanted to phone up and say, I feel suicidal, I want to take an overdose, all of that, which is I'm glad that they could phone us. But I think that by doing that, we squeezed out, right, we're going to play war and we're going to go and play hide and seek, and we lost some of that magic. And I think, and this is, I think 2 years ago, I have struggled to recover from the impact that phone call had on my act. And I think I get stuck too much in that. Okay, guys, let's talk about the mental health and let's talk about addiction. And I saved a guy's life, and instead of going, right, fuck this, we're gonna we're gonna go and I'm gonna go and piss in the fireplace. We're gonna paint a massive picture and then we're gonna send it to Boris Johnson. Those are both great ideas. I hope someone's taking note of them. And the fun is kind of a small part, and it's been swallowed up. Well, Catherine, your thoughts on what I've just said, because I'm speaking for me.
My thoughts are, what we do forget is that what brings people to tell us things they don't tell anyone else is that we make them laugh.
Say that again. Sorry, I wasn't listening. I was reading the chat, so this is another thing. I'm getting distracted by that. Say that again, please.
What the reason people come back to this show? Yeah. It's that thing of people don't remember what you said, but they'll remember the way you made them feel. Right. Yeah. So people come back to this show because amongst all the shit that's going on in the world, they know that they're going to come here and we'll make them laugh. And I know sometimes we don't realise we do it, but people are getting things out of this that is personal to each person is seeing a different show, right?
I like that.
And they are basically just hanging out with us, okay? So we'll say things that's new to them, even though we feel like we've trotted it out a gazillion times, right? And we'll say things sometimes that tickle them, and it might be the only time they've smiled all day, or even if they don't laugh out loud, it's giving them something else to think about, right? Yeah. And that is the reason people come to us when the shit hits the fan in their lives. It's not like you don't just meet someone and go and unburden yourself of all the horrible stuff you've been carrying around. You only do that to someone who has made an impact on your life up to that point, right? Which sounds very grand, but the power of making someone laugh and being that person in their life that they can go to make themselves feel just a tiny bit better is what fuels this show. And yeah, okay, sometimes we do feel like we get kind of overburdened with all the sort of murky stuff, especially at the moment. We all are. But what powers this show is kindness and a feeling of fellowship and laughter. And we are stupid kids most of the time. I'm 43, you are 48, and I'm 47. And I've got to say that most days when we hang out together, we laugh like kids.
That's a very good point. And that idea that the reason that people emigrate isn't the right word. What's the word I'm looking for?
Finish the sentence.
But people flock here is because of the laughter. I think that is an extremely... but what that does is that opens up the Pandora's box of emotions for people.
Yeah.
I don't... Okay, I think I disagree with what elements of what you're both saying. I don't think the show's that funny.
Yeah, you know why? Because we're not trying to be funny.
We've both been talking about...
But I'm bloody hilarious, and so I'm carrying both of us.
You got an award to prove it, so I mean, you know.
Shut up about... Why is that award still in the background? It's hanging over the edge. It should have been knocked off by now.
And you know what?
Take that surely one of your cats should have done that by now, surely.
It's not all about jokes and stuff. It's about people witnessing proper friendship. Anyway.
Do you know what? Do you know what as well? And it's something that Ian has often said, because I've been a follower of his for a while. The repetition sometimes is what's funny. When something is repetitive to the point where it becomes funny, then it's not funny, and then it's funny again. And sometimes that's what...
How about the repetition and me punching you in the face?
Well, up yours.
Good evening to you, sir.
I mean, some of them do love the raw violence, it's got to be said.
It's my cat sticking around in the background. And if you see us freeze, it's because there's a really loose connection on our headphones. We've got 3 cables, and I don't know what it is, so I'll have to go through it tomorrow. I won't. Probably do it the weekend and find out. Anyway. I don't think the show is that funny.
Well, it's not up to you.
No, that's dismissive. That's dismissive.
No. What I'm saying is it's not. But other people are getting different things out of it.
Well, no, that's dismissive of what I'm
I don't
feeling.
mean to see.
But that is.
All right.
But
I didn't mean to be dismissive.
No, I know you didn't. But
I'm sorry for that.
Okay, well, let me say it. You saying that is dismissive of how I think and feel. I don't think the show is funny. Is valid because that's how I feel. That's what I think is at the moment. I don't think it's very funny. I think it focuses too much. We're doing it fucking now, for Christ's sakes. It focuses too much on, the heavy stuff. And that's because I don't know how to get out of the heavy stuff and do the kind of loosey-goosey, because there is so much going on. There is the resentment that I can't even get a job filling in for some fucking, prick on a local BBC radio station. Paul, I'll come to you in a second. There is the feeling that I'm letting my kids down. There is the feeling I'm failing at college. There's all of this stuff. And I'm not feeling funny. I'm not feeling funny. The funniest thing was the call from Nigel, and I'm concerned that I was laughing at someone with learning difficulties as opposed to offering support and encouragement and laughing with them. That's where I'm at the moment. I'm also at the point of being really pissed off of these cats and getting right on my nerves. Please be quiet. It's George and Patty playing. George and Patty playing, for crying out loud. There you go.
I've spent a lot of the day defending what I do, so I'm probably not in the best place to counter any of that.
But I'm not talking about you.
No, I know.
I'm talking about me.
I know.
And if you're upset hearing what I'm saying, that's because of the day that has happened, I would imagine.
I'm not. You've not made me upset.
Okay. Just you started crying after I stopped talking. That kind of is a.
I don't feel like I can. I don't feel like I can offer anything that would convince you at this point. That's the hard thing.
No, I don't think you could. I don't think I brushed my teeth for 2 days. That's something, isn't it?
Okay, that's a revelation.
Couldn't find my toothbrush. The boys' toothbrushes were starting to clean. They were clean. Boy, it was on the floor under the.
Oh my!
It's okay. Just put some toothpaste on that. That kills all of the germs. The toothpaste kills all of the germs, and then I brushed. So it's fine. In fact, in the olden days, they used to brush teeth with coal.
God, they used to do it with gunpowder.
Yeah.
I mean, it was all sugar. That was a terrible idea.
So I feel in some ways I'm just following. I'm just following the ages-old tradition of using shit
to rot a child's teeth.
Clean. Let's speak to the wisest man I know.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello. I just to say the word family. You created an extraordinary, unusual family, and it's a very special family, and a very precious one. I wrote it in the chat, but you probably missed it with the depth of your conversation. But you have shared great highs and humbling lows together, and that bonds us all in this extraordinary way, and it's very powerful. It's a very powerful thing, and something that you should be very proud of, I think.
and it has infinite potential for growth as well, because it touches the human spirit in a unique and special way. And it's real. That's the thing. It's real. In a world that's full of, BS and all the rest of it, you're there being yourselves for the most part. And that's wonderful.
Tinkermuff, I have no idea what your comment means in the chat. I think he has drunk too much. You shouldn't be justified. I have no idea what that comment means, Tinkermuff. So try again. Thank you, Paul. I mean, Catherine and I are at different points, I think, in our lives and in our careers and in how we're looking at our careers and stuff. And I don't feel proud about this. I don't feel proud about this. This is a thing. This is to me at this precise moment in time. Maybe it was different yesterday. I don't remember. Maybe it'll be different tomorrow. I don't remember. This is just a thing. This is just a thing that exists, and I turn it on, and in a bit I will turn it off. And I'm really trying. I invested too much of myself. Here we go. I invested, and we're doing it now. We're doing the whole navel gazing now. I invested too much of myself in the talk radio show, only to have my heart broken. Right? Only to have my heart broken. And so I'm really trying. And I defined myself by my job for 20 years, and I am trying to not define myself by my job. Yesterday I was walking around saying, "What the fuck are you, man? What are you?" Because I'm not a radio host, which I've been for 18 years. I'm not going to call myself a streamer. I'm not a broadcaster, because I don't class this as broadcasting. This is something different. For me, I'm old-fashioned, and broadcasting has to involve, kind of airwaves. And so I'm really trying, and I'm struggling to do it, and I'm not doing it very well. I'm trying to make, instead of the 4 hours in the night the main focus of my life, I'm trying to make the other 20 hours the main focus of my life. Do you see what I mean? Whereas before it was flipped entirely the other way round.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if I may,
of course you may.
In what you said, the events of the past have no. Ooh.
Sorry, George is trying to escape. Okay. Sorry.
The events of the past should have no bearing on what is possible in this moment and for the rest of your life. Irrespective of the fear that you unquestionably, understandably should have experienced, it should, in this moment, have no. Well, no. In this moment, it only has power over you that you give it. You know all of this.
Yeah.
But if you are using that hurt from what happened before to react in a different way to what is possible in this moment and hereafter, then you are acting from a place of fear, and ultimately you will fail because you're focused on the wrong thing, if you understand me.
Yeah. I do understand you.
Better to be in the moment. I always say, come back to your breath and experience the joy that your body gives you when you breathe. If you come back to your breathing and you think about it, you take a breath in and you feel your body say, thank you for my ability to continue to exist. And then you exhale and you say, you feel your body say, thank you for helping me to expel all of these toxins. If you're back, and it will bring you back to this moment, and you experience gratitude from this place, everything else is possible with the right kind of creative energy. If I may, further, in the past few weeks, I've seen flashes of joy from you guys, It's probably my favorite. It will probably end up being my favorite clip of you from this year. Watching the two of you jig about to that "Would I?"
Oh, that was fun. That was fun.
It's a glorious couple of minutes of magic, absolute magic. But understandably, you're going through it. We're all going through it. And in that, again, I come back to the word family. We are in it together. And this is a place of sharing. And that makes it possible for people to call you up and share the hard stuff.
Paul, the number of people we get phoning up just to say the N-word to us.
Oh God, yeah.
And we can laugh it off,
well,
and
it's
we can dismiss it and we can laugh it off. But Jesus Christ, man, my job is to hover over a virtual fader and cut off 15-year-old kids saying the N-word. That's my job. Wow, I don't want that.
Well, for now. Today, again, that's you define your future the way you wish to define it. You can focus on that aspect of it, or you focus on the fact that, what is it now, 1,238 people have chosen to spend this moment of time watching you and appreciating what you're doing. There's a positive and a negative to all of it. And I understand why it's easier, it's more enticing to focus on the negatives now, because there's a lot of crap going on in the world, and there are all sorts of things that we can't do at the moment, and people are dying, hundreds and hundreds of people are dying today because of a disease that no one can see. All of that, and the way it's changed our lives, it's not easy. But you still, despite that, between the pair of you, create something truly special. And you need to celebrate that more. You need to own it more and celebrate it more. Because if it was someone else, it would be very different. Yes, possibly equally special, but in a different way. You two are very special, very precious, and you need to celebrate that more.
Thank you, Paul.
My pleasure. Lots of love.
Stick it up your bum.
I'm going to go and put the kettle on.
Okie dokie. Do you want me to come?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Could I get some water, please? Because as we know, Domino's is salty as hell. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Hello, Vix.
Hi, how are you doing?
Great. What can we do for you?
So I was just listening to that call, and I just thought of a few things to add to it. I was speaking to my doctor about my existential angst, and
this is what we want, baby.
she basically told me, please don't try and work out what you're doing with your life in the middle of a pandemic.
Yeah, that's true.
She begged me to, because I was getting so depressed, and I talked to her every week, and she just begged me to stop doing it. And I actually found it really helpful. And so much is on hold, and that is depressing, and that is difficult. The other thing that I'm kind of, I don't feel like a successful person because my mental illness prevents me from doing the things that I really want to do.
Yeah.
But someone got me to write down a list of traits of what I would consider to be a successful person.
Yeah.
And I actually ticked quite a lot of them. And yeah, so our ideas of success, like for ourselves, are completely self-punishing, based on comparing ourselves to others or previous versions of ourselves, or whatever. But I didn't know if that might just be something helpful to share. You both seem low tonight. I've only been watching like 20 to 30 minutes. I don't know if you remember my first call. It was a month ago, and I was scared of talking on the phone, so I phoned you guys. I found you randomly on Twitch.
Yes. Why have I've got typed up next to your name Broken Biscuit, and I can't remember what the Broken Biscuit refers to.
Oh, that's my username on Twitch.
Ah, there we go. Okay, all right, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
All right.
But anyway, basically, I just wanted to kind of agree with the last caller, and just send you both some love.
Thank
because
you.
You both look like you're struggling a bit, and your streams bring me a lot of joy, and you both look a bit downhearted. And I love your T-shirt.
It's good, isn't it? Hello Kitty. Catherine bought me this. I love it. I wear it too much. It's my favourite at the moment.
Brilliant. It's brilliant.
Well done for calling back, Vix, and good luck, and thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, take care. Best of luck.
Ta-ta. Bye-bye. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. I don't know about down. But I'm worried that this is. I'm doing it now. Is we're like, we should be. Let's play the microphone flute. But I haven't got the energy or the wherewithal to come up with that funny stuff anymore. I struggle to do it with my kids, even, let alone with you. And it's a struggle to be creative. It's a struggle to do stuff that is different. I don't think I'm self-sabotaging, Blues. I don't think this is self-sabotage. This is Tuesday Club. This is where we get a little bit deeper into the sphere. We can talk about this stuff any time of the week. But
decaf cough. I'm having a proper one.
Rezzo. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Have I upset you?
No.
Is it overflow from earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think,
People asking questions, I don't know the answer. Ian, are you at the beginning of another downward spiral? Could this be triggered by removal of medication? Yeah, could be. I don't know. Hello, Nigel.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Nigel.
Are you all right?
I'm just watching you on Sky.
Hello.
I'm watching. Hello, Catherine.
Hello, Nigel. How are you doing?
I'm watching you on Sky.
Thank you, Pete.
You just put a drink down.
Oh, yeah, you're a bit behind.
That's a bit behind, is it, when I'm talking to you?
Mm-hmm.
That's gone first. I see. 7-second delay, isn't it?
I'm not sure what the delay is on Twitch.
I think it's a bit longer on Skype. It's about 10 seconds.
Here we go.
Well, I was going to do my Mrs. Doubtfire. Can you sing Nigel's time, Ian?
I'd love to hear your Mrs. Doubtfire impression, Nigel. Whenever you feel like.
Together.
Whenever. Okay.
I've forgotten it.
It's about you. It's about your friend, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Tuning in, calling up, talking to the nation. Go, boy.
You're going to give yourself a sore throat, Mrs.
Masturbation. Nigel's time is putting you to sleep. In a field, have a sheet, ride his back to Maidstone.
For your adoration, late night burning.
You're going to lose your voice, Mrs. Doubtfire. Maybe you should get Nigel to sing this.
It's our time to shine.
It's our time, it's entertainment time.
How about that?
Yeah, that was it. It was something, wasn't it?
It was difficult to sing in that voice.
You'd have to say it was something.
When we're going to get the band together so we can do another record for iTunes?
I'm not doing any more. My music career is over, Nigel. I'm afraid.
Retired.
I tell you what, I watched that. What I've got on my Facebook is the Talent Ring show, which you put on YouTube, that you videoed on YouTube.
Yeah.
With the DJ man as well on there.
The DJ man, yeah. Come here, big boy.
Yeah, and you said Nigel couldn't come because it was too far and going to cost me too much money, and this is just as well because he didn't want me there anyway.
Oh, it would have been weird having you there, if I'm honest. Big boy sat on my lap. This
someone
is my
said it was just as well that I didn't turn up.
This is my stray.
Anyway.
This is my stray cat. Look, this is Biggest. Hello, big boy.
Well, my picture's gone now. It's gone to a network error. Please try again.
Okay, well, maybe that's because the
I'll
internet.
put it back in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. What that DJ put together, wasn't it?
I can't remember What,
The
DJ
video.
Dan? I don't know. I don't. If I
DJ
honestly,
Dan.
yes, it was good.
Yeah. I mean, the video was amazing what he put together. And he put that Punch and Judy bit at the end where I introduced the Talent Ring show.
Oh, I think Jeff made that video, didn't he? I don't remember.
Yeah, well, it's on YouTube. You must have seen it. Lots of times.
Surprisingly, I've not seen everything on YouTube. No.
Well, I've got it on my Facebook. That one, the Talent Ring show,
then
on
I've definitely not
my
seen it.
Facebook now. If you want to see it, it's on, my page.
I'm all right, thank you. I don't really like looking back over stuff that I've done in the past.
No, but I was very pleased. Well, I thought he did a good job of it, mate, putting it all together.
That was, I think, Jeff made the video.
Oh, Jeff did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jeff made the video. Yeah.
Have I spoken to Jeff before?
I have absolutely no idea who you've spoken to in the past, Nigel. I don't know.
You was on Talk Radio then, wasn't you?
Yes.
You was on Talk Radio, and was Catherine on with you on Talk Radio?
I don't remember, actually. I can't remember if Catherine was on Talk Radio with me or not.
Nigel.
You were. You was on Talk Radio as well, weren't you?
Yeah, I was.
Were you? You should have said hello. I was there for 4 years.
So was I.
Before they shafted me.
What was the reason? Was it? Did you upset them in a room?
It's because I like people of colour.
Not racist enough, Nigel.
But let's careful with this, Nigel.
What, a
Nigel,
simple thing like that? Was
simple thing like what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Anyway.
Funny people, aren't they?
Yeah.
Funny people on Talk Radio. Do you know how James Well is at the moment?
Couldn't give a shit.
Is he
couldn't give
on
a
the
shit.
mend?
We don't really speak anymore, Nigel.
Caveman says, can someone please explain what's going on? I was watching at the beginning when the Canadian guy was on, but now I've come back to an upset Kath. Then a few minutes later, guess no one's going to explain then? No, we're not. Watch it or, no one pay attention. Bugger off.
Ian, are you thinking about going back onto Talk Radio at all?
Yeah, I'm going to give him a call tomorrow, Nigel, and do it tomorrow.
No, you're joking.
Of course I'm joking. They sacked me. How are they going to... You can't just phone up somewhere you've sacked.
You wouldn't go back if they offered it to you then?
It depends how much money they offered me.
Oh, is it? Yeah. If it was a £500,000, you...
Well, they're not going to offer me... They're not going to offer it. Anyway, Nigel.
Are you feeling better, Nigel?
Well, I've been so busy. I've changed all my bedding earlier, which is quite a big job. But,
yeah.
I've got washing some sheets at the moment, and I did a lot of tidying up, getting rid of bits and pieces. I've been quite busy.
Good.
And I've done 20 miles bike ride as well, so I'll be quite tired by the time I go to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't go to bed till 4 in the morning because otherwise I just keep waking up again, and I dream a lot as well, when I do go to sleep.
Yeah. All right, Nigel.
Yeah.
Well, look
lovely
after
to
yourself.
talk to you, and I'll do a song maybe on Friday, perhaps. Another song on Friday.
I accept your apology for being concerned, Caveman. Don't ask again. Good.
Yeah.
All right, Nigel, bye. There we go.
Nelly says, I think Kath was upset that Caveman logged out for the chat for a few minutes.
Here's the thing, you can ask Caveman, but then the second question, well, because no one's going to tell me that. Well, no, we're a bit busy.
Do you leave at the beginning of films and then expect everyone to stop and explain what you've missed?
Listen, I get that you're concerned, and I get it, but it's, obviously it's too complicated. That's my life. You wonder why I'm tired and down at the moment, huh? Jeez. That was
the cat.
Big boy. These headphone things are annoying me. Right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to buy what I think it's this. Right, so I'm going to buy... we're going to buy some parts now. Oh, that's cool. Let's take a call. While we're waiting for some calls. Hello?
Hello, that's probably the best Mrs. Doubtfire impersonation that I've ever heard on Twitch.
How many have you heard on Twitch?
That's the first one, but it's the best one so far.
Thank you very much indeed for your call.
That counts then.
That counts then. So, Amazon. I want female... There we go. Female... I think these are jack. Are these jacks? Female jack to double female jack. I think that's what I want. That's female. I want a female. I want a female. Gonna get a witness. It's definitely female. That's...
Yeah.
So I want that. to go into. So I want a female Jack that comes out, splits into 2 female Jacks. But I can see females that go into 2 females that go into a male, but I want 2 females that go into a female. A Y splitter.
Good grief, the names.
Can someone find me 2 females that go into a female? Please. God's sakes. Female Jack to double female Jack.
Why is life being so tricksy today?
Female Y splitter. It's Catherine's nickname at school. Right. For headphones, Jeff. Headphones. Why female? 2 female to female. Surely it would be 2 female to male, wouldn't it?
Well,
no.
Not in this case, which is the
point. No. I mean, let me just check. No.
It's not what we were looking at.
It's not what I want. Jeff, my man, my brother.
Boom.
Thank you.
They do exist.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Jeffington. Put camera on it. No, I've described it perfectly. And so perfectly that my friend has found it.
Some of you lot are going to have to get used to sometimes the fact that there's not a man involved.
I want lesbian splitters. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate it. I love it. I'm buying that. Why is my sub... Oh, because I put a thing in it. God, I saw that. Look. So we're going to buy that. We'll have that tomorrow.
And our troubles will be behind us.
You'd hate to play Pictionary with me. Why? I freaking described it absolutely perfectly.
The difficulty is playing Pictionary with someone who doesn't listen and insists on the thing that they're already got in their head.
My friend Jeff Pophazy, who designed all of the opening titles and all of that, and I still haven't uploaded the new opening titles, my apologies, described it to him, he heard exactly what you heard, sent me a link straight away. Brandino says, I'd love to play Call of Duty with you, and I'm busy. I'm a little bit busy at the moment. Yeah, it's all well and good, people. 5-way female splitter, you say?
What?
Oh, c'est bon, madame. No, I'm fine. Pictionary is awkward over the phone. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call, please, sir.
Do it.
We're all right. It's just this show is the most honest show on whatever we're on. I don't know what we're on.
Slurp hat up. How's that?
It's all right. Oh, we got to talk about our VPN thing.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Let's do this. We got to sell like 23 more of these. If you
Hi,
walk on it, it cuts the noise out. We got to sell about 23 more of these VPNs, Surfshark VPNs, right?
Yeah.
If you want to watch Bob Roberts, the Tim Robbins film, it's on Amazon Prime, right? But not in this country, in America, an American country. You can't access you can't access the American Amazon Prime unless you've got a VPN. Basically, it's for safety, it's for security, online security, all of that stuff. Everyone does it to watch movies from around the world. You got your blueies, you got your family films, you got your action movies, you got your kung fu classics, you got your mysteries, you got your spies, you got your 1950s Hollywood movies, you got your comedies, you got your ship films starring Eddie Murphy. All of those can only be watched using a VPN from Surfshark. 83% off, 3 months free. If we sell another 23 of these, what are you doing?
She's just pacing. She's very discombobulated with all this big boy business.
If we sell another 23 of those, we get a $1,000 bonus. It's that simple. Surfshark.deals/TLNA. 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 Jenna says is the easiest VPN we've ever used. I've used it. It's on my Macintosh computer, my Apple Macintosh computer, and it is really easy to do. I was trying to make it too complicated, and then when I went, I think it's just this. Boom! I was watching the Japanese Netflix. Hello, Kai.
Hello, Ian. Hello, Catherine.
Hi, Kai.
I've got something weird happened today. Like good weird, but weird if that makes sense.
Yes.
Basically, I've got a call. I can get the COVID vaccine. But I find it weird because I'm 20, and the only thing I can think of which would make me get it is that I have autism, but I don't know, it's weird because I'm young and healthy, if that makes sense, and I have Asperger's, so it's not like I'm not sure if it's the right term to use, but you know how it could be more severe, if that makes sense. Like, it can affect people more. I would say I'm high functioning. You can get like the lower functioning one, like autistic people, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find out if autism has an impact or COVID-19 has a different impact on autism. I don't know what website that is, so I'm gonna. Oh, it's US. Would someone with autism be offered the COVID vaccine as what's a long sentence, priority? I don't know.
Yeah, I just find it a bit bizarre though, because I'm sure like there's
some
more people who
autistic
need it
people-
important than me.
Hang on. Here we go. Here we go. This is from the National Autistic Society. Find out below the plans for rolling out the coronavirus vaccines to autistic people in the UK. Well, what government's plans so far? Over people, clinically, people with 50 underlying health. It's definitely not a scam, is it?
No, I definitely rang my GP and they said it was legit, because I did think there at first. Like, is it a scam? But they didn't ask for money or anything. But I did ring to make sure, and they said it was legit. So I find it weird. Like, I'm definitely going to take it, of course. It's offered, but I just feel, like, consciously, I feel like there's some people who more vulnerable who needs it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Lisa says, my son has Asperger's and he is getting his jab on Friday.
Oh, it must be an autism priority then.
You guys are so lucky. That's a joke. That's a joke before anyone complains. Come on, guys.
Yeah, I'm like excited and nervous at the same time. Like, I know it's been tested properly. I'm not one of them people who think it hasn't, but like, I don't know. Like, one of my mom's friends had a fever and everything with it. So
it's shitty and it's horrible and it's killing people, and you're being offered the drug. So definitely take it, and well done for being a responsible member of society and taking it. But as to why, I don't know. But you'll be fine. You'll be safe.
Yeah. If I find out why, I'll have to let you know next time.
Yeah, do. I
I'm
mean,
getting it next
ask.
week.
I suspect the people. I suspect when you go into the centre, they won't know why. They won't be able to. They won't know why you've been offered it earlier than other people. I mean, it's kind of a production line, isn't it? Once you go in,
I do wonder whether it varies from area to area as well.
Yeah.
Once they've seen a certain number of people. Well, who knows?
I want it, man. I want that drug so bad. Can I be your carer? Can I drive you there and escort you in? Can I push you in a wheelchair, guy, so I can have it too? He's not saying yes. Okay, that's disappointing. That was a joke, but it's disappointing. When are you going, Kai? When is it?
Next week, Tuesday, 5 p.m.
Oh.
So I'll have to let you know how it goes. I'll ring in next week.
Let us know. Yeah, fingers crossed, man. I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. But thank you. Thanks for telling us.
Thank you. Hope you both have a good night. Have a good rest of your show.
Thanks. Bye. 0203 286 6370. We got some new stuff from our friend Jeff. So I'm going to just go to Skype and I'm going to add something. Let's see what we make of this. So I'm going to pink Skype
Oh, new colour scheme, is
Pink
it?
Skype at night. Let's have a little look. Let's go here. Screen green.
Oh.
Bright, isn't it?
Mm.
And put that there.
He's good, isn't he, Jeff?
We're gonna filter. No, we're gonna filter, and we're gonna green screen chroma key. We're gonna put chroma key. Hello, mate. There. What do you reckon?
Very snazzy.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
I like. It's nice having something a little bit bright
I like.
as we approach the spring.
Somehow the background goes better.
I think it does. Now he's also sent us. So I'm going to go up here. We're going to disappear for a second.
Don't panic.
I wasn't watching because I was fiddling around with the sound, so I'm going to watch that again. On. I like. Nice one, man. Thank you, Jeff. That's Pop Azy, who's in the chat.
Yes.
Pop Azy does all of our titles and stuff. And this I made on some website. I made these, and I thought that they were. It took me flipping ages. This I made, and then Captain Sexy glitched it up. But Jeff is the main man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. May God bless you. But don't. We will always. Have that, so don't worry. That's there. Ain't going anywhere. 0203. What are you doing, Mux? We miss Manny. Let's give Manny a call. Mucky. Cats are in it's obviously been kicking off in Catsville.
I went in the kitchen and they all came running up as if to say, Mum, Mum.
They've not eaten yet. I forgot to feed them. I'll feed them in a bit.
Hello.
Hey, Manny.
Good evening.
Could you speak into the phone, please, Manny?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Just about this COVID, Ian and Catherine.
Yes.
I had a phone call this morning from my doctor's surgery. I'm having mine tomorrow at 2:15.
Lovely.
Because diabetic and blind. That's the reason they gave me anyway.
Hang on a minute. Gato-san, calm down. You got timed out for 8 minutes. It was either a mistake.
No, because Catherine, you seem upset. Catherine, you all right? That kind of vibe.
Oh, that's a little bit, you know. But if you want to, if because a woman didn't respond, hang on a minute, Manny. If because a woman didn't respond how you wanted them to respond, you then go fuck this channel. I would suggest that maybe your what you expect from women is unhealthy. Would be my suggestion.
It wasn't me that timed you out either, but maybe, I don't know, tactfulness. You know, if someone doesn't respond, maybe just let it go.
Manny!
Good evening, young man.
Oh,
young
here
lady.
he comes. Watch out, boys, she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater.
Gosh.
Good dandy.
And of course, can I make Manny? Oh,
Yes,
hang on,
sir.
stay there. I've lost connection. We've lost connection. Stay there. We've lost connection. Stay there. Stay there. Don't go.
Okie dokie.
This is
Okie dokie,
technical
okie.
side. Please, there we go. Manny.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I've lost connection. You're there. Don't worry. It's our fault.
Oh,
Manny.
yeah. Yes,
Can
sir.
I make a vulgar joke in your mother tongue?
Oh God.
Banjo, that's all you're going to say.
I'm not going to say benchord. I'm saying I just said something about watch out. She'll chew you up. She's a manny eater. She could eat you for her lunch. Thank you.
Anyway,
thank you.
Can I just ask you a question?
Yeah. You know there was a travel company called Lun Polly, and we used to call it Lun Polly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm having fun here, guys.
Some people make a joke out of the fact that I call my smallest child Little Lun.
Little Lun.
Rude, isn't it?
On the serious side.
Yes, sir. Now we've done the Lun and the pudding
Why?
jokes.
Why?
Why?
Right? Why do you always put yourself down?
I don't think we.
If
Oh,
it
sorry,
wasn't for you, I would be in a. If it wasn't for you and Catherine, I would be in an urn.
Yep, and that's we all make mistakes.
But I think people, right? Some people can't talk to friends and to friends or their families, right? Like, but it's the way you talk to people. I don't know what it is, but
yes,
it sort of gets
rudeness
through.
normally.
It gets through. It gets through to you. Yeah. I don't know why you would say things like that about yourself.
But no. You've misheard, because I wasn't putting me down. I was saying how I feel honestly about the show and how the show is not what.
No, it's a good show. Good show.
Is it good show or good shows? You can't be both.
Very. And I've got an idea how you can make money.
Oh, I'm
on your
in,
show,
brother. I am
right.
in.
I was listening to a station today.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Punjabi radio station.
Of course it
and
was.
They said, "Hang on, listen. Oh, we're going to have to probably shut it down and this and that. So could you set us up direct debits? Not direct debits, what they call standing orders. So we can't up it to it's in the person who sets a standing order up.
Yes.
And you know what, Ian?
Yes.
675 people set up standing orders for £5 a month.
So what's that? Hang on, let me do the maths. So that's what, about £85 a month?
£5 a month.
Okay, times 6. I'm not very good at maths, Catherine.
Well, whatever it is.
Well, it's £3,500.
For the first.
It's not.
Yeah, but we don't know how big this radio station
we don't have that. Is. We don't have any Punjabi fans.
No. It'd take us a while to learn
Punjabi fans. You haven't got Punjabi fans. Yeah, what I'm saying is, like all the listeners, right? Even if they can't afford a £5, they could do like
no. But they pay a lot of them sub. You won't know this because you're blind, and so you've got to get out. But some people sub.
I've got to get out clothes.
Some people pay £5 a month. Some people buy Catherine's art. Some people donate. Some people go to Patreon. Some people can't afford it, and it's all cool. So it's not about the money.
Yeah, I know, but if you had, like, say they've got their own bank account number with their...
Yeah, we've got that. We've done that.
Blah, blah. Well, why haven't you sent it to me?
Well, we put it in the chat all the fucking time.
I can't fucking do things like that. You know that. It's a bit hard
I'm not going to get in touch with everyone and go, hello, this is Ian Lee from the Late Night Alternative. So
I'll have to find it, get my daughter to find it tomorrow.
Do it like the charities do. I had a phone call a couple of years back and it was like, hello, can I tell you about little Kenneth? Now, Kenneth hasn't got any shit. He went through the whole thing. I was already flipping donating. Thanks very much for writing me down on your list. Spent 25 minutes talking to me and spending all that money that I was paying already.
Also, anyway. Ian, when you say tutti, you know what tutti means in Punjabi?
Tutti?
Yeah, tutti. You say tutti boy, don't you? Tutti.
Tutti boy, yeah.
Tutti boy.
Yeah. Fucking shit it means. Tutti means shit.
You haram chada. Ektoti chapanche sadad nodas. Kabutar. I like the fact that we always used to say that, James Bond.
Bond.
Bond
That means arse.
Yeah, so James arse.
James
Bond.
That means arse in fucking Punjabi. Arse. There's a lot of English dirty words. Some of the words, like, in English, they're pretty rude in Punjabi.
Oh, yeah, go on.
Yeah, there's quite a few.
Tell us
I'll have
one.
to think of a few.
Oh, he doesn't know you. You don't even speak Punjabi.
I'll have to think of a few.
Goodbye. We're not putting the show down. But we do that. We're aware that loads of you sub and all of that. So we're very grateful for that. It's not about money. Supposing, and we can play like a mind game here. Right?
Okay.
What Manny described there about, him phoning up and we did. He was suicidal, and supposing I didn't want to do that kind of show. But it has evolved into that kind of show, and I feel a responsibility to it. Chicken and egg, isn't it? The horse and cart. Was it me? Was it the show? Blah blah blah. It was me, probably. Supposing I didn't, and I'm not saying that I don't want to do that kind of show. I'm just kicking ideas around because that is what we're allowed to do. Is this a midlife crisis? What is it, a midlife crisis? You'll have a midlife crisis in a minute. The crisis will be, how do I get to the hospital quick enough because my nose is bleeding?
It's a little bit like asking someone if they've got their period due. That the midlife crisis is somewhat dismissive, isn't it?
I don't know, because I can't hear a word you're saying because of this.
Well, I'm right next to you. You don't have to.
Huh? You go for it. You're about to go for it every time. Every frickin' time. Every time you go away, you take a piece of meat with you. Mystical.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
How may we be of assistance to you?
Hello, both of you. Just a quick question, really. I've popped into my head while I've been watching the stream tonight.
Yeah, go on.
With the benefit of hindsight, is there anything you would have done in your early 20s differently?
Yeah, loads.
Okay, and from that, what's one piece of advice you'd give someone in their early 20s?
You can't really, because you can't.
You gotta learn it
You
for
gotta
yourself,
live it.
kid. None of it matters. It's not important. You ain't even halfway done yet. And ask people out. That'll be my thing. Ask people out. There's no, that rejection is not anything to be ashamed of. Ridicule, as Adam Ant once said, ridicule is nothing to be scared of. And it isn't. Turns out he was right. And he was telling us that since I was 10 years old. And it's taken me 35 years to learn it.
He did also say "Badiddly quack quack." I would ignore that.
Yeah. So ask people out. Be more open about sex, because the other person is probably wanting to be more open about sex. This is my own shit, because I was really screwed up around sex as a 20-something, and none of it matters.
Yeah.
None
I feel
of it
that way
matters.
already. I feel like at the moment, especially with everything that's going on, like anything that I do now will not affect me in the next 5 years. So I'm just taking every day as it comes, really.
Yeah.
And just seeing how it goes. But no, I completely agree with you with the sex thing. That's not a problem.
I was terrible when I was in my 20s, right? I was so scared around sex, and this is a thing that's only kind of recently, come to the fore. And I was scared around sex, and I didn't know what to do, but I was never able to, even with someone I was naked in bed with, have the conversation about what I liked and what they might like, and I don't know how to do this, and I'm sorry about that. All of this stuff, I never had that stuff. That's only happening to me in my mid to late 40s. Wow. Just say it.
Yeah.
What's the worst that's going to happen, man?
Yeah, no, I feel like, especially from talking to people older than me, I feel like there has been kind of a stigma change around sex.
Yeah.
Generally.
Right.
Which I think is definitely a positive thing, as long as obviously everything's safe. I think everyone is a bit more open now than they were 20 years ago in terms of talking about everything.
Wow.
Which I think is good. Obviously, because then people they're enjoying themselves, and as long as everything's consensual, there's no problem.
Exactly.
So yeah, I just thought I'd ask you that. But yeah, otherwise I've been listening to. I
jump into the streams every now and then when I've got nothing on, but I always really enjoy them. And I heard what you were saying about not, I guess, not really feeling fulfilled by it, if that's a good way to put it.
That's an excellent way of putting it for me. Yes.
But I guess it's just like you said. It's only your here and now that you're not fulfilled by. You don't know what's going to come in a year or two's time. So stick at it, I guess.
Well, there's nothing else to do.
Exactly.
There's nothing else to do at the moment, you know. Craig, go and put some clothes on. It's nice to talk to you, but we don't like talking to naked people. Thank you. Yeah. I hope you don't feel I am dismissive of you and your experience. I'm really trying to make this about me as much as I can when I'm speaking. And I can only speak for me. And you know that I have been thinking about knocking this on the head for quite a long time. That I'm unhappy with my entire career, with the career I'm in. I'm unhappy with that and would like to get out of it and do something else.
Yeah.
So I don't know if any of this is what I'm saying. I make up that none of what I am saying tonight is coming as a shock to you.
No.
Okay.
Doesn't mean I can't enjoy it while it lasts, does it?
Well, no, I didn't say that. It doesn't mean
No,
that.
but that's the point. That's what I'm, you know, at a different point as you've said, and I've learned not to rely on anything.
Cold Rife, I've noticed your questions in the chat and I've ignored them because they're really, really dumb. I saw you copy your earlier question, and it's dumb. If you want to call up and try it, you can try it. But in the chat, they're not great questions, if I'm honest. And you'll now be scratching your head going, what? But, you know. 0203 286 637. Did I just see Retro Faith in here? Can we get a shout out, please, for Retro Faith? There she is. I saw her standing there. Imagine an 80-year-old Paul McCartney singing She Was Just 17. I mean, we have to imagine that he's now remembering.
Yeah.
He's now remembering it as opposed to saying it, you know, it happened last week. Matty's just sent us an email. When Matty sent us an email, he began to shout. Up he jumped with a trumpety trout.
Oh, it's a mega mix.
Trout. I don't know where the late night alternative.
Some words of wisdom in the chat. Thanks for this, Pooper Scoop 52. One thing to say to you, Kath. Quack, quack, diddly, quack, quack. Sensible advice,
Okay.
thanks.
I'm not going to remember. Okay. I'm gonna she doesn't owe you a reason as to why you're not together. She doesn't owe you a reason. And it would be unfair to push for a reason. It must be frustrating to not have a reason. And if it is exactly as you've said, maybe it's a little bit unfair that you've not got a reason. But she doesn't owe you a reason as to why you're not together anymore. Would that sound about right?
It's really hard when you've been the other half of a partnership, and all of a sudden you're not privy to that information anymore. But that's kind of part of the deal, and it's horrible. And I really feel for you, but I'm afraid it may or may not become clear in the future.
Assume it won't, and if it does, then that's a bonus. But you can't push for it if it's their option.
Yeah.
Not to share why. Don't kill yourself. It's my suggestion. What's the most important thing to you career-wise? Money, creative freedom, legacy, following. I mean, if it's out of those, at this stage of my life, money. If I'm completely honest, money.
Yeah, we're neither of us in a position where the money doesn't matter.
Money's, I'm honest all tight to mansion. I'm talking about money. I'm talking about money. Money at the moment. Legacy, couldn't give a shit. When I'm dead, I do not give a shit. I'd like it if my boys kind of knew what I did and, you know, got some pleasure out of it. I'm sure they'll get pleasure and embarrassment and hate and completely disagree with some of the things I've said. So legacy doesn't bother me. Following doesn't bother me. Creative freedom. Well, what about you?
I am pleased that I've not had to grin and bank it. You know, I could have been stuck in a job where it was completely contrary to everything I believed in, but you know, money. Unfortunately, when you're paying half a mortgage, sometimes you've got to make bank, haven't you? I'm glad I haven't done that. I'm glad I've been honest about that. And what other people think of you, you have no control over anyway, so you can't allow that to determine anything. Also, God, Indigo Spiral, you're right. This is a tough time to make huge decisions. We've all had our plans go up in smoke, haven't we? What's the point?
Oh, I get it now. Someone says I want to get a Watch and Catherine T-shirt. I'm thinking, what does that mean? Of course, that your name is over the thing, so it does say Watch and Catherine. I'd have a Watch and Catherine T-shirt. I would definitely do that. The PO box accepts parcels. I believe it's a PO box. It accepts parcels, and we don't go and collect it. They send it on to me, so it may take a few more days to get to us. Genuinely, we will not be opening it in my house because you're going to send like glitter bombs and all that shit. We are going to go to a field. We're going to film it, and Catherine will be wearing a white lab coat, goggles, and glasses, and she will be opening the stuff. So thank you.
I can get pincers, even better.
Yeah, we'll get one of those bomb disposal robots.
Yes. Can we armour the cats?
No. So thank you for that. There was something else. Would you carry on if I stop doing this?
I don't know what I do. I don't know what I do.
Don't.
At the moment, here's the honest truth. I'm turning stuff down that I could probably do just because I've not got the energy to do anything more than I'm already doing. So as for planning or building anything else, that ain't going to happen for a while.
I don't know why legacy would be important on Ray Hart, because I don't give a stuff what people think when I'm dead.
43. I've got a while for that, haven't I?
Well, hello, Matty.
Hello. 1 second. Hello. How are you?
Yeah, what have you got for us?
Long time listener, first time caller. Thank you. It's Matty Hawk. I think you've seen me in the chat a couple of times.
Yeah.
I just started ringing and say hello, really, for the first time.
Hello.
Yeah. I don't really have much else to say, but I remember, I think it was last month, I got 2 middle fingers from Ian, so that was nice when you were talking about Stephen Page giving the 2 middle fingers, and I got some of them, so that was nice.
Good.
But yeah, I just thought I'd ring in and say hello.
Okay. Hello.
Hello. Sorry.
That's okay.
Don't apologise, Matty. Nice to hear from you.
Yeah. Yeah, that was it, really. Maybe I'll call in again with something more substantial. But
that was a start, and that is what it's all about, Matty. Thank you.
Ionic Arm, would you do a Mark Dolan for enough cash? I think the fact that neither of us work for that place anymore would answer your question.
I mean, it depends how much. I've done some shit in my time for cash.
Yeah, but I've never said anything that could possibly kill someone.
I would never say never, because I just don't know, I just don't know. I'd like to think no. Yes!
Sinjin.
Look at Sinjin
Hello.
in our new graphics.
How's it going?
there. Yeah, groovy, baby.
The graphics.
We got new graphics on our end.
Oh, I love it. It's so
Yeah.
bright. I love
Thank
it. It
you,
makes me
Jeff.
happy.
Yeah.
It makes me very happy.
Lovely.
So I had a question. You might have commented on it. Sorry, I was eating dinner. What
was
do
for dinner
both
tonight?
of you... Oh, steak. Oh, I took a picture of it. Let me see if I can show you the picture.
Ooh.
It was that good.
Was it meatloaf and grits with a Twinkie?
First of all, meatloaf and grits do not go together.
You say that, but just think about it. Then with a Twinkie sticking out the top.
Nobody that I know likes Twinkies.
You want to open a Twinkie, open that wrapper, and just cut the end
Twinkies
off
are
like a
nasty.
cigar, and then suck the cream out of it. Like a big
I
old
could do
ping.
that with other pastries that are much better than a Twinkie. Twinkies are nasty.
A cannoli.
I don't know if you can see it. Oh, I love cannolis. Can you see that?
Yes, you do. Oh. That's proper potatoes.
Jesus, that's a proper steak as well, man.
Yes, I was very excited. But yeah, so my question was, what would you both like to see the show be? I don't know if both of you are feeling unfulfilled. I heard Ian say that he feels unfulfilled. Like, what do you want it to be then? If this isn't what you ideally planned, or you're just not feeling it right now?
Just funny. But I'm not. I can't be. I just want it to be funny, and I want it to be as funny and as fast and as quick as I used to be. But I can't really do that at the moment. I can't really do that at the moment because I do not know how to do that at the moment. But that's what I would. That's what I would like.
Catherine.
I'm chill about everything. I take what happens. I am done meticulously planning everything. I am. I like the fact that we never know what each show is going to be, and I don't take anything for granted.
I love it. I love how you guys have started to wing things lately. Because when I first came through, everything was very sorted, and you had days for everything. Comparatively to now.
Oh, we had days.
Yeah, you had days where you
the
did
the
things.
days help.
That was very brief, actually, wasn't it?
We're going to do that again because it kind of helps. We've always wung it. Huh? We've always wanged it.
Wang
we always
it,
winged
it,
it.
I think, is the appropriate.
Because that's how we've always done it, even when we were doing the radio show. But then we found it quite difficult just completely winging it on this because we didn't have anything to talk about because we weren't doing anything because of lockdown.
Right.
So by having very, very loose pegs, Tuesday Club and SOS and all of that stuff, it just made it easier. It may have just been a psychological trick. It just made it easier to kind of to talk about stuff. So we might go and do that again. I just find this. I don't know. We're disappearing into our navels.
I think it's really challenging for anyone.
This is the last call deconstructing the show tonight.
I think this is more of a general point. I think it's really challenging for everyone at the moment to try and say something interesting to the next person they meet that's not someone they've been spending the whole day in the house with.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
So it's part of the same thing. I don't find it surprising. I'm lucky that I get to come over here and get a change of scene every day, and I'm grateful for the fact that I work with my best mate. The rest of it's a bonus. I'll see what happens.
I love it. I love you too. You two are honestly great. You're my two favorite people that I've met on Twitch in the 2 years that I've been doing it.
We're like,
how dare you? How dare you?
I tell you guys,
you better
your
stick
guys
a
are
hobnob in that.
We're
Stop
like
it.
granola. We're like granola and bud. We're like a Budweiser beer, the king of beers, and a granola.
How often do you guys think that we say granola?
You're like my mom's apple pie, and with a Budweiser.
Is that a euphemism?
Well, you're like my mom's apple pie.
That sounds not good.
And
have you seen American Pie? That's not a good.
You were like a chili dog.
Okay, that's fine.
You're like a chili dog and mom's apple pie.
Do you know that they call hot dogs glizzies now?
Yeah.
They call them what now?
Glizzies.
Glizzies. You're like
Applebee's. The Applebee's restaurant. You're like
All right,
going
we're gonna need to keep you up to date with things because Applebee's is not popular anymore.
You're like excuse me. Me and my good friend Catherine Boyle met our good friend Steve Gutenberg in an Applebee's restaurant in New York City. So you can kiss my ass. The Star Cocoon and Police Academies 1, 2, and 3. Kiss my ass.
You're going from the bottom of the East Coast all the way up to the top.
I love you. You're like pecan pie. Pecan pie.
You're like a Greg's sausage roll.
You're like
I love a Greg's sausage roll.
You're like a big old slice of pumpkin pie.
I'll take that.
Lovely pumpkin pie with the candies. You're like candy to me. You're like the candies.
Candies.
You're like a candy cane.
So confusing.
I'm going to get a candy cane and shove it up your ass.
You all right? Do I need to hit
one
reset?
holiday to another.
I'm
Please
going to
hit the
get a candy
switch.
cane, shove it up your ass and break the handle off, and then I'm going to eat that candy cane out of your ass.
Oh my god!
I'm going to eat every last bit
It's
of
not
that
very
candy
COVID
cane.
safe.
No.
And then screw the COVID. The COVID is a myth made
Unless
up.
it's 6 foot long.
The
and then you
COVID
could
is
be
a
at the
myth
end.
made up by the Democrat Party. COVID is made up by the Democrat Party. You're like a pecan pie to me, and
Are
you're like
they
the
called
blues.
Democrats over there in the UK? Democrats and Republicans? What do you guys call your
Oh
parties?
dear God! No, don't tell him. Go and
Oh,
Google
I'm sorry.
it.
Don't talk about it. Don't talk about
We
politics.
have the Conservatives, who are the bad guys. They're your Republicans.
That makes
and we have
sense.
Labour, who are kind of the Democrats, the good guys, but they've not been so good for a while. And we have the Lib Dems, the Liberal Democrats, who are in the middle. And we have lots of racist parties that are actually doing quite well.
Wait, so the Labor is like the Democrats and the Liberals are the bad?
No, the Conservatives are the bad guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I would have thought Labor was like the Green Party or like the
No, the Green
there's a
Party.
Green Party
the Green
too.
Party is the Green Party.
Oh my God, it's
Yeah.
so confusing over there. How do you guys get anything
We
done?
also have the Monster Raving Loony Party.
Is that a real name?
Yeah, Screaming Lord Such.
Can
is
I
dead
be
now.
a part of that?
Yeah,
Oh.
of course you can.
I just like the name.
They stand for election.
And then there's a guy that stands up in election called Lord Buckethead.
Yep, there is.
Who
I think I've seen him.
Yeah, he would always stand up wherever when Theresa May was Prime Minister, would stand for election. I guess he stands for election against the Prime Minister in their local constituency.
When you say stand, does that mean run?
No, they don't run. It's very stationary. You cannot do it while you're sitting, but you do have to be standing.
So they stand until they get elected, and then they
And if
can't
they get
sit
elected,
until then.
if they get once the results are read out, they can sit down.
Oh,
but
that's
not
good.
before.
It's
gotta
weird,
be
and that goes back to like the
very
1600s, like King Henry IV and
When
all of that.
people didn't have knees.
It is messed up,
Yeah.
man. There's so much
Knees.
tradition that we have got here that makes absolutely
One
no
straight
sense.
leg shaft. I like it.
Just trunks.
That's
Leg
gotta be
shaft was
painful.
my nickname at school.
Shin splints must be really popular over there.
Very
then.
popular. They were they've been number one for the last 6 months. You're like a pecan pie.
Oh, here we go again.
You're like a member of the Beach Boys. Let's go surfing.
goes
I want to go surfing with you with the Beach Boys. And
What are these
listen,
references?
I want to get into my my Corvette and I want to eat. I want to eat a slice of Mom's pumpkin pie and I want to go surfing whilst
I thought it
listening
was
to
Mom's apple pie.
I want to listen to some good 80s, some good American music like the Backstreet Boys.
What are you talking about apple pie? He's already eaten the apple pie. Now he's on the pumpkin pie.
The pumpkin pie, the apple pie is the veg.
eating all
and
the pie.
the pumpkin pie is the ass. Apple pie is the veg, the vagina.
Okay, all right.
And the
Oh,
pumpkin
no.
pie is the asshole, the bean.
Okey-dokey.
The bean. I want to eat the bean.
Doesn't Fanny mean something different over there?
Oh, how dare you use that language. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
St. John, we call it a lady garden.
Goodbye.
You'll be wise to remember that.
Goodbye.
Okay, I feel like that resets.
Okay. It's 20 to 12.
Let's stop then.
I want the show to be like, first of all, okay, two things. I want the show to be like the last 4 minutes there, but I haven't got the energy or the brain capacity to. That shit to me is funny. Just saying pecan pie. What?
Who's this? Dripping Dumpling. Catherine still tied to Auntie's editorial apron strings. Hey, Dripping Dumpling. Fuck you.
Goodbye. Get rid of them. I would
I
like.
haven't worked for the BBC for years.
I would like the. Well, now it's time to cut the fucking apron strings. I would like the show. I would like the show to be like the last 5 minutes, but I do not have the energy. I don't remember. I used to do 3 hours like that. Boom, 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 boom. And I don't remember how I used to. Genuinely, I've forgotten how to do 3 hours like that. So I'd like it to be like that. But that's that. But more importantly is I just don't enjoy performing. I just don't enjoy performing, and that's partly why I'm doing the college course. That's partly why I'm looking outside of. I mean, I'm looking outside of this. I'm talking about looking out. I just don't enjoy performing, and that's okay. Things change.
Meanwhile, we're all getting older. Our hair is growing.
Shake it up, baby, now. Shake it up, baby. Let's do it. Ooh, yeah. She was just. It's hard, isn't it? Beatles' haircuts really hard to maintain
worked hard, those boys.
when you're rocking.
Yeah.
That's why they were the best. Four lads that shook their hair all over the world. She was just 7. Ah, please, please me, whoa, yeah, like I please you. Hello?
And Catherine. Hello, how are you?
Good, who's this?
Brandon.
Hey, Brandon.
Basically, I was just wondering, like, still, is it?
You're cutting in and out, Brandon. Brandon, we can't hear you.
Hi.
What's wrong with your phone? I can't hear you. I don't want to stop complaining, but you know there's always rain in my heart. I do all the pleasing with you, it's so hard to reason with you. Oh yeah, why do you make me blue?
Yeah, that.
Last night I said these words to my girl.
Twisting around.
You know you never even try, girl.
Drop to the ground.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
I can't be bothered.
Come on.
Mm-mm.
Come on.
Go away.
Please, please me. Oh, yeah. Like I please you.
No means no, my friend.
Brandon,
no
we
means
couldn't hear you. Brandon called on this. Let's try Brandon here because I want to hear Brandon's voice.
Hello, guys. How are we?
Not,
yes, mate.
Not as cool as you.
How are we?
Yes, mate. Yes.
I've got in it right. So basically, right, I've got some things that I want to talk to you about.
Okay, let's have it, Brand.
So
yes,
basically,
man.
yeah.
It's that we got a show.
So basically, yeah, I want to teach you how to do the phase up sign.
Yeah, teach me phase up. This is
So I want you to go like that. That's how you
Yes, man.
phase up.
OG.
Let's have a look, see if you're doing it. Hold
Back
on.
once again with the ill behaviour.
Let's basically get your middle finger.
Is this racist?
You get your middle finger.
Brandon's
and
not racist.
This is how you phase up.
How does one phase up though? What does this signify?
This means that you're fucking amazing.
Whoa, watch
Brandon,
your language.
watch your
Brandon,
mouth.
How old are you?
I'm 16.
Are you fuck?
I
What year were you born?
29th of May 2004.
You've got no business being 16, young man. But
I
continue.
know.
I'm going to give you it. You can say the F word.
I look young, but do you know what? Yeah, when I'm older, when I'm like your age, I'll look about 20. So like, do you know what I mean?
It don't work like that because it doesn't. Because I look young for ages, but then once you get to, there's a period when you crack and you turn
Yeah.
old. Come on,
Yeah.
Brandon, let's have it. Let's go. Next, we got
Well,
phase up. This is
Yeah,
GG.
phase up.
GG.
I've got some more questions. How did you and Catherine meet?
We met.
I was working as a waitress in a cocktail bar.
Oh, you're in trouble.
where?
You're in trouble for shouting.
Swearing.
No,
You're in trouble for swearing.
he was just coming in.
Who?
Yeah. The question: how did you meet?
We ended up working at the same radio station together.
Oh yeah, talk radio. Yeah.
No, before that.
Before that, we worked at a BBC station together.
Oh right, that's mad.
Yeah,
Oh,
and Catherine got some dirt on me, and so I just can't get rid of her.
All right.
This is true. You shouldn't have done the dirty thing.
Next question.
Oh no,
Brandon.
Oh, I feel like we got him in trouble.
We didn't get him in trouble. He made that call. We are freaking done for the night. I have no answers. Mum disconnected the internet. She might have done.
She might have been on the phone.
I have no answers. Only questions. I was watching Zatoichi today, the Japanese Takeshi Kitano from Takeshi's Castle.
Yeah.
He's a film director and a film star. He's brilliant. I'm going to have a Takeshi. In fact, this weekend I'm having a Takeshi retrospective at my house. No one's invited. But I was watching his Zatoichi. It's The Legend of the Blind Swordsman. Oh, it's fantastic. The the dancing scenes are incredible. The workers in the field, they're dancing. It's insane. Did we get more calls out of chat? No.
We guard the chat quite carefully.
Yeah. It is such a good film. Let's just get a little bit of. Let's just show you.
Brandon, are you all right though? That's the main thing. You're in the chat again.
Brandon,
Sorry,
did you get
guys.
told
You have
off?
nothing to apologise for. We hope you not got done.
We don't want you to get done. All right. So
Also, thanks for this. I'm going to be using this.
I'm going to use it on my kids. Zatoichi. Look at this. It's like an old Japanese legend, right?
Yeah.
Look at this. And Takeshi Kitano. So he's Takeshi's castle. This is great. This is great. This is such a good film, man. This is the opening.
Uh-oh. あそこに座ってるアンマさんの血を取ってきてくれねえか。うまくいったらダチンをやるから。よし。じゃあ気づかれないように静かに行けよ。
I might get my hair done like those dudes.
So look.
I don't know why he's got like blonde. He's bleached his hair. He's so good, Takeshi. He's in Battle Royale as well.
Shit!
What an opening to a movie. Gets a bit violent, guys.
Ichi! さすがのお前も無邪気な子供には気がつかねえだろう。居合の達人でもこれ取られたら終わりだな。
Isn't it?
Oh.
Isn't it? He's such a good actor. And he does Takeshi's Castle.
Oh, watch what you're doing with that. Flipping it.
What an opening scene. What an opening scene. It's such a good film. I haven't seen it for years, so I'm having a Takeshi.
Sinjin says, did you know this guy has a video game?
Didn't know that. I didn't know that. So, but he's also Takeshi's Castle.
Yeah, fortunately, the violence is scaled down there.
Which is this?
And here's Terry Purdue. She's a clown.
So it's
shooting
obviously he's a
solar.
movie star.
You know what they say about clowns with big feet? Oh, yeah.
Oh! And then he does this.
Rob Tussin, he was very impressive in the warm-ups. And... Oh, God, he's still going. Oh, how can he... Oh,
That's
he
like
must
us
be
at the
feeling
water
really
thing.
stupid. I don't think he's feeling anything from the neck down, Ken.
Here's Kenny earlier this afternoon. I tested the wall first. It's pretty solid.
Good thinking, Ken.
Oh, mate, do you know what? Maybe we'll watch...
Looks smart on you.
Yeah, it fits good. It's kind of itchy, though.
Let's see how Kenny Blankenship does with the Boulder Dash suit. Oh,
Into the slit.
looks like you've got good mobility, Ken.
Yeah, it's kind of itchy. I should have washed it first.
Is someone in there? There's a dude in
I had
there?
to kick that guy's ass. He wouldn't let me in. And then he trips me right here.
Kenny, you don't seem to be really testing your suit. There you are. Now.
I was screaming for dramatic
Oh, maybe on Monday we'll have a Japanese TV
And here you
special.
are, ready to take on the second
All right,
boulder.
Monday's
Wow.
Japanese night. Now that's not
Hey.
Takeshi.
And this spirited young fellow is Avanche, much sought after fashion photographer.
Oh, he got bucked early.
Yes, he did, Ken. Actually, that didn't count. We're going to let him get back up there. You know, models love this guy. He is known for his unrelenting positive attitude and his fanny pack full of amyl nitrates. There he goes.
He's known for his positive attitude and his fanny pack full of amyl nitrates. I never really used to watch Takeshi's Castle.
He's going down.
But I think it's
I don't think he's going down, Ken. He's going into that review side saddle ride.
Oh, something's bothering him, I think.
Learned that at a photo shoot at an Indian gaming casino, and it didn't work for him here. He is bucked up, like you said.
Oh, and he takes a full load from Herbie. He doesn't know whether to scream or smile.
Or is it a turd?
And let's go to our MXC Impact replay. Take another look.
Oh.
We're gonna go all the way.
Martha is a free-range rancher for sacrificial animals from Santa Maria, California.
Look at her go.
She's got a good little gun supply. Here she goes. Satan's ramp. That's a big arrow. Way too big.
Jump, jump.
And here's Rhonda Merkin. She and some girlfriends invented a rug recycling machine called the Carpet Muncher.
Oh, looks like
Oh,
she's gonna go.
that's nice. I tell you what, Monday. Maybe we'll do a little bit on Friday. We will have a Japanese special. That might be fun. Takeshi's Car. You've seen the stair climb, haven't you?
Wall to wall.
Stair climb.
The bit I always seem to catch is the like maze where there's like crazy people running after
Japanese
you.
stair climb. This is the best thing in the world.
Tomorrow instead. We've got tomorrow.
I just want to see. Well, I'm just worried we've got Elizaveta on. If it might look inappropriate.
Oh, maybe.
I'm worried it would look inappropriate. I don't want it to look like we're taking the piss. But let's see.
All right.
Let's just watch a bit of this, and then we're going to go. So this is slippery stairs.
What are they made out of? Lard.
Oh, this looks so much fun. I think they were just covered in like washing up liquid. Oh, you can't see. Sorry, guys. Slippery stairs.
Oof, oof, oof.
They're really, really slippery stairs. Look how slippery those stairs are. Thing is, you can't be behind anyone because if they go down, you go down. So there's that, right? So we can watch that. We can just show a bit. And then there's also. I don't know.
Oh yes, I've seen this.
What is chocolate?
Yeah. So they get put in a room, and some of it is made out of.
It's called candy or not candy.
It's quite
and you have to see
self-explanatory.
the thing, guess the things that are candy or not. All right. So you go into a room. So is that candy? It's candy.
Although I've got a kid who did that anyway with just normal rooms.
It's candy. Not candy. Not candy. That's got to be candy.
Is it though?
Right. We're having that at some point. We're having that at some point. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's. We will. You have a little look. I'll have a little look. We'll find some Japanese TV shows to have some fun. We are
All
done.
right, let's do it.
We are done. Right. Let's. Gosh, look at that. It's midnight. Is it? Nearly midnight.
Almost.
Okay. We did it.
Almost.
That's good. Let's go and do a little cheeky little raid. Oh yeah, there's pictures of me on eBay. Signed pictures to Steve for £5.
Yeah.
Good luck, Steve. Twitch, let's go and do a raid. Twitch, oh, look at how.
Hey, Night Faith.
Good night, Faith. Lovely to see you. I haven't been in your stream for a while. I'd love to look. We've got Captain. We've got All Music Considered. We've got good people out there. Let's see if we can find anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Those are great, great people. Let's have a little look.
Pinky's Funhouse is in the chat. I was watching your
Hello,
stream
Pinky!
briefly last week.
Hello, Pinky.
You always make me smile.
What
What we got?
have we got? Text-based adventures. That's hello.
Oh, I'm hungry. Will somebody feed? She's in fucking EastEnders.
This is not a text-based adventure. Did we raid Dando before?
I don't think so.
If you just shut up.
Okay. Okay. Because I unfollowed everyone. Okay. Let's see. Let's look. Viewer call-ins. What? He's got 6,000 views. What the fudge?
And having a coach kind of walk them through that kind of stuff.
Oh.
And so what we've noticed is that there's a group of people in our community who are able to find a.
No, that looks good. That looks good. That looks good.
He's doing all right though.
He's doing fine. This title is clickbait. Let's see if it's worth.
Do I look pretty now?
Brilliant. This is when you were talking about the it looks like Baby Comic, doesn't it? This
Gosh,
is
their
when you've got the Rick Grimes
Nightbot
in the
says suck a
background.
fat one.
That could be a drug or a dick. There we go. Look, I mean, how is this? We got you know, hanging out. Give Ali and I suggestions on what to do.
Bitch.
Oh.
I don't accept that one.
No, I don't like that. I don't get. They're having fun.
I hate the berry sticker's top tier.
They're having fun. They're having fun.
I'm a 600-year-old witch.
Where's that? I don't see it. You got. Oh, there we go.
I'm sorry. I know people are in denial about it. Babu was in denial about this, but I am the alpha, the pack
Omega.
leader. Your pizza is my pizza. You would be like, but I paid for the pizza. I actually also paid for your pizza, Mira. Okay, so.
She's pronouncing pizza.
Okay, so, are you being like a misogynistic? Are you being a misogynist? Are you being misogynist?
Oh, no, I don't know what's.
I'm thinking.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Retract.
Mummy, I'm scared. I'm scared. Chill and chat.
What's poppin'?
No, I saw someone next to
I
chill and
am
chat.
on Fortnite right now.
Las caídas de maná, tienes que reaccionar un video.
Pinche piso, pega, pega.
Yeah, I think they are, yeah.
Pinche piso, su madre.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, is that it? No, there's got to be more. There we go, yeah. It just froze, guys. Oh, just froze. Hang on. This is Johnny. English, please. English. That's what we want. Thank you. And then we're going to go high to low. And then we can go bida bola bida basalina bola bola bela da. What you seen on the back?
I'm just looking.
Lincoln Park. You know, things like that we kind of
Cat Mama, I mean,
ended up knowing
let's do
some
it.
of the
This looks
same
right
songs
up
too,
my.
the
We're so
lyrics for
easily
it, so,
swayed
you know?
by cats. Thanks, guys.
Let's see here.
If you like,
Canderson,
click follow.
I'm
If you
doing
don't
well. How are
like,
you?
then
She doesn't need to hear it.
What's Taco Tuesday? You're
people.
just chatting
We're
the
back
entire
tonight
stream.
at
Yes.
8.
Taco Tuesday.
We'll see you later.
Started,
I might do a
yeah,
little
it
stream tomorrow. I
started
don't know
last
what's
week
going on.
After my mental breakdown over